Good evening, guys, and welcome back to the DCCL League Week 2. I'm going to be your host tonight in the broadcast box, Major Mangoes. We got a ton of excitement in store for you guys, some great matchups, some interesting game regulations. So let's pan straight over there and let's take a look at today's schedule. Okay, so first off, we've got Oshev kicking off against Truman Nation, two top 50 players, very talented guys inside of the ranked season arena. It's going to be very interesting at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Game 2 is going to be my broadcast booth buddy, the Scanarella versus Day Holy Grail, kicking off at 7 p.m. Pacific time. Going to be another awesome matchup. Now that we've taken a look at tonight's schedule, let's head over and see what the boss man has to say.
Hi, everybody. So moving on to the second half of week 2, same hitting restrictions, same pitching restrictions. Pitching restrictions are still the same. They're still only allowed to use pitchers that have 99 break. They still must throw breaking balls only. Although we had a little bit of a goof up on Tuesday where one of our guys accidentally, so he says, tried to bunt. We issued a 25-point penalty because he didn't use a power swing. So that's still going to apply to these games tonight. Also a 50-point penalty for people that throw non-breaking balls. Moving on, every single year Blitzball throws a big World Series out in Tampa, Florida, in conjunction with the Michael Givens Foundation. This year, I am super happy to announce that we're actually going to be sending a Blitzball team down there with a bunch of your favorite creators from Dugout. So as you can see, we got your favorite flawless player, Ray Cheesy. We have Caden Martin, who's a Division I commit to the Miami Hurricanes for football and baseball, part of our Aggies program. We have M. Frisk, who is an OG in the community, makes a lot of great content around a lot of various things, big into Blitzball. We got the 13-year-old phenom Doo Biscuit, who is an absolute beast on the pitcher's mound, has some really, really nasty pitches. Then we got Truman Nation, who can hit on legend, but we'll see if he can actually hit a Blitzball in real life. And then, based on Tuesday's performance, we were going to have DC in the lineup, but we figured, what the hell, let's put Digital Champion as the coach. Let's mic him up and let's see what kind of great advice he has to give to the guys. So super excited to be sending these guys down to Tampa for the Blitzball World Series and to especially to back such a good cause with the Michael Givens, the Givens Back Foundation. So going to be some great content. Really looking forward to seeing what these guys can do and get into this week's games. Let's move over to Captain Tater Tots Field and let's show Blitzball Field again.
And here we have Blitzball Stadium. Maxed elevation, the bare minimum necessary for dimensions down the corners and in center field. It's got a real neighborly type field. If you guys have ever grown up playing high school baseball, wiffle ball, blitzball in the backyard, it's got that real backyard baseball kind of vibe. Incredibly built stadium. And we've got a big shout out to our man, Tater Tot, for piecing together these stadiums each and every week. I'm excited to see what we have in store today. And now after taking a look at the stadium, let's get into the Game 1 lineups and this week's regulations. Okay, and here we have it. So team build week 2, no strike zone, no PCI, power swings only, 50-point penalty for non-breaking balls that are thrown. Okay, now some of the restrictions are every hitter must have power 100 plus and every hitter must have 90 contact or less. Okay, now pitchers are only eligible if they have 99 break and they must throw breaking balls only. Now, people are also each competitor is going to be penalized for every time that they do not do a power swing. Now, that's a contact swing with the X button. If there's an accidental bunt like we saw 2 nights ago, they're going to be penalized 25 points. So, yeah, it's going to be definitely interesting. Let's pan over and take a look at the lineups. Now, it looks like Oshev is actually a favorite going up against Truman Nation with a 72% edge. I think it's going to be a little bit closer than that. They're both very competitive. They're both top 50 players. But it's interesting to see that the folks at home have definitely, it appears, have lent towards Oshev. And now we're going to check into the Game 1 lineups between Oshev and Truman Nation. Okay, here we have Oshev's kicking off with Steve Finley leading off, Trevor Story hitting 2, Anthony Santander hitting 3, Jared Walsh hitting 4, Eduardo Escobar hitting 5, Gary Sanchez hitting 6, Joey Gallo hitting 7, Dylan Moore hitting 8, Fernando Valenzuela on the bump, Brandon Crawford, Chris Davis, Jonah Helm, Ronald Acuna Jr., and Mike Zunino on the bench. What I'm noticing is this is very similar to what we saw 2 nights ago. But let's take a look and see what Truman has. And there we have it. Just like I was saying, very, very similar lineups. We have Steve Finley leading off, Trevor Story hitting 2, Anthony Santander hitting 3, Edwin Encarnacion hitting 4, Joey Gallo hitting 5, Gary Sanchez 6, Eduardo Escobar 7, Matt Chapman 8, Dennis Eckersley on the bump, Dylan Moore, Jared Walsh, Fernando Tatis Jr., Sean Green, and Mike Zunino on the bench. Very similar lineups. It seems like these top players kind of know what they're doing when they're picking out these players for this week's regulations. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to pan over and we're going to get into the booth with a special guest, Eric Sim, the king of JUCO. I'm excited to have him in the broadcast booth with me for game one. Let's go, man. Hey, listen, guys, welcome back. Week 2 of the DCCL. We've got a ton of action for you guys today. We've got Truman Nation facing off with Oshev. We're going to bring those guys into the booth in a moment. We're going to do some pre-game interviews, but we do have a special guest on the stream today. We've got the king of JUCO himself, man, Eric Sim, man. Hey, dude, thanks for giving up your time and hanging out with me, man. I look forward to chopping up with you today, baby. How you doing?
Good, man. Good. Thanks for having me on, guys. And again, I love what you guys are doing with the creators and the content side of things, and it's really fun to watch. And yeah, it's excited to be here. Let's fuck around, have a good time, fucking talk some shit. That's what I'm here to do. So it's a whole lot of talking shit. Let's fucking go, baby.
Let's go, baby. The couple jabronis in the booth, man. I'm excited, dude. Unreal. Listen, so what we'll do, guys, is, man, we'll bring some of these guys into the we'll go one by one, I guess, and we'll bring in some pre-game interviews. I think we'll either chop it up with Chev or Truman first, and let's see what these guys have got to say about today's matchup. Should be pretty sweaty. Chevy, where you at, big dog?
Yo, what's good, everybody?
Chev, how you doing, brother?
What's up?
Good, man. Just getting ready. Got the music bumping.
Getting ready? You got yourself lined up for this matchup, man. This isn't going to be an easy matchup. You facing off with Truman this week, man. This one's going to be a little tough. You got any tactics in store for us, or what's your plan to take down another top 50 opponent?
I gotta get weird on the mound. I gotta start throwing weird pitches in weird spots and just kind of keep him on his toes. I can't, if I throw normal sequence stuff, kind of like trying to hit my corners, he's just going to hammer them because he's used to it all day. I got to throw curveballs up in the zone. I got to throw screwballs at his eyes. I got to just keep it up.
Screwballs at the eyes. I fucking love that. I love that. Just get weird, baby. Let's go.
That's
absolutely. This one could be tough. This one could be tough, man, especially with the high elevation. You guys are both pretty good placing your PCI. It's going to be a little, whoever adjusts to no strike zone, no PCI. But man, I'm excited, dude. This is the matchup I think that everybody's been waiting for this week, dude. I hope you guys put on a massive display, dude. Good luck. Truman is my boy. You're my boy too, but I am leaning towards you this week, man. So don't let me down against this guy, brother.
Hey, no pressure. I'll make it a show for you guys.
Absolutely, man. Hey, listen, I'll catch up with you post game.
Sounds good, buddy.
Godspeed, man.
Appreciate it.
And well, there you go. We just spoke to Chev there. Interesting what he's got in store. And we're going to pull in Truman and see what he's got to say about today's matchup. He's a cowboy too, just so you guys know. This dude's cowboy.
Fucking go, baby.
Me and this guy, dude, we do fishing trips in Brokeback Mountain once a year. Truman, what is
Sorry,
going on?
I was fucking muted. Sorry, my bad.
Clean it up, man. How we doing today, dude?
Oh, we're doing killer. How are y'all doing tonight?
Chilling.
Great,
living the dream.
Good.
Kicking it with. I know. Listen, Truman. I know you played junior college baseball. We got the king of JUCO in here, man. As a special guest.
We got a JUCO bandit here or what?
Oh, we got a JUCO bandit. I still coach at my JUCO now, so we got the ultimate fucking JUCO bandit.
Let's go, bunch of fucking bandits, baby. Let's go, baby.
That's what I'm saying. We breed the bandits. Grind. And Mangos knows this, but we're facing a D1 guy tonight, so we had to bring we had to bring the. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, JUCO represent, man. You can't let this D1 guy freaking let his nuts hang on you, dude. You need to take this guy down. Fuck them jabronis. Represent all those grinders, man.
Hell yeah. We got everything handed to them. Fuck them. Like we're the grinders. You know what I'm saying? We fucking find ways to win, whatever it takes. Fuck these D1 jabronis. You know what I'm saying? Fuck them.
And you know what? Just like what you said, we find ways to win. Mangos, you know how it's minus 50 for a fastball tonight? I'm gonna give one little secret here. If I need to get out of a big inning, if I need to end the ball game, I'm going to take a -50 and blow a fastball by him if he's not expecting.
Love it.
Let's
Love
go.
it.
Let's go.
Would you have any other tactics in store? You know, you are facing another top 50 opponent. This isn't going to be just a walk in the park. This is going to be a different matchup. All the messages and information and the vibes that I've been feeling from the community over the last couple of days, they've been dying for this matchup, man. There is a little bit of pressure here. Do you have anything in store to try to combat what Chev can do with the PCI?
Yeah, the big thing is I'm just going to get pitchers in and out of there super quick. Like, I plan on using 9, 10, 11 different arms this game if we have to. Keep the confidence up on those guys, because that confidence meter in MLB The Show is huge. So we're going to try to keep that confidence high and just throw a lot of different looks at him.
I like to hear it, man. Don't be a Thuney. We watched him 2 nights ago make that fatal mistake and got absolutely tattooed. So, yeah, get those guys out of there before they shit the bed. Listen, man, good luck tonight, man. Put on a fucking show. We want to see big flies. Any home run over 480 feet, the major's going into one of your guys' stream. Whoever does it, I'm dropping a 20 gifted bomb. So, hey, try to launch that ball, man.
Yes, sir. Sounds good to me.
Listen, man, good luck and Godspeed, dude, and we'll catch you in the post game.
Absolutely. King of JUCO, it's a pleasure, man.
Hey, man, fucking good luck. Fuck D1, JUCO Bennett's forever. Show these jabronis what's up. Let's go, baby.
Yes, sir.
Let's go. All right, man. We'll catch you later.
Catch y'all.
Well, there we have it, man. It seems like we're in for an absolute fucking slugfest, man. I'm excited to see these two guys really go at it, guys. This one's going to be super entertaining, man.
I love they got the game plans down too. Like they got the game plans down. They're like they're gonna fuck with each other, and it's gonna be a good ball.
And these guys, man, Eric, I'm telling you, these guys can really play the game at a high level. So it's gonna be interesting, man. We've been frothing for this
top
one.
So. in the fucking world, better be fucking good. That's actually amazing because I never got to I don't even know. I don't really play video games, so I don't really know how good they are. I played MLB The Show, of course, a while ago when I was in college and shit like that. But I mean, I want to see how good these guys are, and I'm just sure it's incredible. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Okay, so I think what we're going to be doing is we're going to be bringing in Scan for game 2. We're going to do the pre-game interview for Scan and the day matchup as well. And let's just see when Scan unmutes himself. He's normally in the box with me, but I get to see my cute little chubby friend. There he is. What's going on?
The first thing you say is you have to say is
no. Scan. We love you, man. You're my best friend in this thing. Dude, listen, I'm going to be honest. Chev and Truman, that's a sweaty matchup. You should probably be the heavy favorite to beat Day. Just being a Mickey Mouse Diamond Dynasty Invitational participant, your favorite to win this game, man. Have you got any plans in store for this matchup?
Big thing for me is staying aggressive, still swinging the bat all the time. Don't be afraid to swing despite the weird settings we have. And also, who else in this tournament can you name that has made money off of MLB The Show like I have, I know. I have that top 50. I think who else has made money playing this game? So, everyone's got to watch out now that I'm playing in this thing.
Flex on these jabronis.
All regular shit don't matter. Yeah, man, dude, it doesn't matter. It's all with the money. You know what I'm saying? If you make money, you fucking win. Let's fucking go, baby.
Let your nuts hang, Scan. Well, listen, man, I'm excited to see your matchup as well, man. Good luck, Godspeed, man. I miss you here in the booth, but I'm going to be honest. I've replaced you with a more burly, muscular fucking gentleman.
Yes.
And we're having a ton of fun while you're out there on the field, brother.
Yes, sir. Have fun, dudes.
All right, man. Take care. We'll see you after. Well, there you have it, guys. We heard from Scan right there. I think he's really throwing his weight around as far as being a top 50 guy. But let's hear from what our man Day has to say. Day, are you there?
Lee, let's go.
Yes, sir. Huge Seattle Mariners fan.
Let's
go,
this
was my
baby.
old PlayStation name before I even became a streamer, so we just kind of kept with it. But how we doing, boys?
Amazing, dude. Fucking Daeho Lee's a fucking legend. I was born in Korea, like KBO guy. I played ball when I was in Korea as well until 13, and Daeho Lee's a fucking hero. He's from my hometown.
He's a legend.
Where I was born, so I mean, fucking that's unbelievable. I had no I saw Daeho Lee. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Daeho Lee Grill. Let's go.
Absolute
yes, sir.
legend, man. Yo, so Day, listen, man. I'll be honest, dude, you got your work cut out today, man. If anyone that's been watching Scan play recently, dude, he has been freaking dialed in, man. It's gonna be a tough task, man, with high elevation at Blitzball Stadium tonight, man. Are you gonna just be going with trying to keep him off balance, throwing weird pitches in weird locations? What's your tactic today to try to, take down Scandarella?
Scan's on top of the world right now. He thinks that, no one can get to him. I heard what he said about, I'm the only one that made money, blah, blah, blah. It's going to be a slugfest. That's the only way we can beat this man. Okay. It's got to go toe to toe. We're going to be coming with the fire, and just brace yourselves, boys.
Bring that big dip energy, man. Throwing a fat Copenhagen wintergreen gagger and put it on him, my man.
Just hit tanks. Just fucking hit tanks. Whoever hits more tanks, better win. You know what I'm saying? Like, just fucking, I want to see like 10 tanks. You know what I'm saying? Just tanks only.
Hey, that's the plan.
Ball don't lie. Ball don't lie, baby. Hey, listen, Dave, good luck today, man. I will catch you in the post-game interviews, man. But put on a show, man. Have a ton of fun. I know the folks at home are excited to see you and Scan duke it out, man. But good luck, man, and Godspeed.
Hey, appreciate it, boys.
Take it easy, buddy.
Yes, sir.
And well, there you have it. Those are the pre-game interviews. It looks like we're going to see some blood today, man. This one's going to be exciting. We'll probably jump into the action here shortly with behind the scenes. Big shout out to Dude's a Dude, taking on the reins of what Scan's been doing the last week. Obviously, Scan's got to compete, but he's running the show from behind the scenes, man. We'll jump into the action, and me and Eric here, we're just going to have a ton of fun, man, and talk a lot of shit.
Hell yeah, let's fucking go, dude. They better hit some fucking tanks. You're at the top 50. I want to see fucking balls flying everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Fucking, let's go.
I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be a bloodbath. These two are freaking very good at this game, man. But hey, listen, while we're waiting for these guys to match up, Eric, listen, for all the guys at home that are watching this, man, let these guys know a little bit about yourself, dude. Like, obviously, you and I have briefly spoke before the broadcast commenced. Right. You're an ex-professional within the San Francisco organization. I'm, an ex-professional with Minnesota Twins. And just let them know a little bit about yourself and your journey through baseball and where you are now.
Yeah, I mean, I have a pretty fucked up journey, to be honest. Like, I've been through a lot of
Don't
shit.
We all?
I was born in South Korea. Grew up there until about 13. I played ball there. Moved to Canada. Had to learn English and all that, which was fucking terrible. But I mean, look at me now. I'm fucking fluent as fuck. So suck it. And then, anyways, I went to high school and everything in Canada. And then I went to a JUCO, small JUCO in Kansas for 2 years. And I went to University of South Florida after. And then I got drafted as a junior. And then I played pro ball for 6 years with the Giants, a little bit of indie ball. And I was like, fuck this. I'm done. I'm broke. I need a fucking job. And then, I ran a bar for like 4.5 years. And then I've been doing this full-time content creator thing since January. So it's been about close to a year and having a blast doing it.
And I can tell you, man, like myself, I was well aware who you were. I thought the content was always great, man, the transition.
Appreciate it.
It's just great to see you move in that direction, post playing. But yeah, just absolutely incredible that where baseball can take you, and that when your career ends on the field, it doesn't necessarily mean that it can't continue in different fields, man. But
right. And I mean, look, I mean, you and I both, and in baseball, I mean, we're not playing pro ball right now, but I mean, I think we're doing something on a different platform. But I mean, we're fucking enjoying it. We're loving life, and we're making money. A lot of things are going for us, which is a blessing, And I think there's a lot of careers. I mean, if you ask any kid, like majority of them want to be YouTubers. They don't give a fuck about other shit. Like, I mean, they love being YouTubers. They love streamers. They love it's content world, right? So it's 2021, 2022. No one watches cable TV no more. Everyone's on YouTube or go get on a Twitch stream or whatever, finding your favorite streamer and you just watch it, So it's a different world, man. And I think that's the route we're taking. And then honestly, like, I mean, I'm having more fun doing this than fucking playing pro ball, to be honest. So I'm living the dream.
Some of these people, man, at home, like, and not all of them, but man, like we were saying earlier, you and I speaking privately, dude, baseball's fucking hard, man. Like it is tough, dude. It is such a grind, not making a lot of money, sacrificing time, like years in your life. Like, we don't all graduate college. Some of us, like myself, signed out of high school. If you commit for 5 years and next minute baseball doesn't work out, now you need to find a space in the big, bad, real world while all of our friends we grew up with have got degrees, have either had trades, and they're moving on in life with what. And here we are trying to cut. You know, you have to carve out a niche and pick up the pieces.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Baseball. And then again, that's why. And I think that's really cool that what you are doing and what I'm doing is different. You know, people like that because we've been through it. You know, we've been through it, so we can like tell you the real shit that we actually went through. You know, and along with it, I mean, we're gonna be us and we can be our personalities or whatever. But I mean, we've been through it, and that shit's not easy. But also because we went through it, we can tell you a little more about it, and that's why I want to be like really transparent with like my training or how my experience was in the minor leagues and shit like that, and just give the people the truth. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, and that's the best thing, man. Like the big message that I'm always sending, and like I've been following you, and I know the same. The worst thing that we can do is be telling these kids, you know, sugarcoating stuff. It's better that they're prepared with exactly how it is, the grind, all of the bad things. The fact that baseball, once you become a professional, is now a business. It's cutthroat. It's unforgiving. It's beautiful. We love it. It keeps us in this space. We probably wouldn't change anything because that's it's what's made us the men we are today. But it is tough, and I feel like myself and I'm hoping I can speak for you. We have an obligation to pass on that information to the next generation coming up through it.
100%, dude. And again, people are too smart these days to fall for bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's why you're successful, and that's why I'm getting bigger and bigger now too. Just because like we tell the truth, you know, and then the truth don't lie. And you may not like it. You may not like it, but we're going to give it to you straight. And hopefully that can help you or in any way possible. If not, whatever. Fuck you. You know, like, I don't care. Like, I'm going to be regardless. And that's where I'm at this point now of my life is like, I don't fucking care what other people think of me. I'm going to do what I think is right and then speak the truth. I'm not going to sugarcoat no bullshit. I'm going to be who I am. I've had some people like, oh, you know, you cuss too much. I don't give a fuck about what you think. You know, I'm going to be me. This is who I am. I'm not going to change. You know, now if you like me, great. If not, fuck you. I'll move on. You know, I'll be fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yep. And I mean, and I think that mentality also comes from being in professional baseball. I think you and I both probably understand this. There's nothing worse than trying to move up levels and no one really tells you straight. And tell me I'm not speaking the truth. It's like you just want someone to pull you aside in the front office and say, hey, this is what's really going on behind. Then I know where I stand. Then I know how I can adjust to whatever is really going on.
There's a saying in Pro Bowl called eyewash, all right? And that means there's a lot of fake, a lot of bullshit. And there's a whole lot of eyewash in fucking Pro Bowl, which is why, again, like we like to keep it real. And I know some other people do that also. But I mean, we're a little more outspoken, of course, and I have the following of it because I'm outspoken, and you too, right? And so just the way we go about it. And again, we want to be real, man, and just be real. And then if I can say one thing of like, I have a lot of kids that DM me, hey, I want to be a content creator or whatever. Because nowadays, again, being a YouTuber, being a content creator is a job. Like kids want to be that now, you know, like instead of being a professional baseball player even, you know what I'm saying? So, and then when they see that, I'm like, dude, just be real. Just be real with yourself, be real with your fans. Like just be who you are. Don't change.
Absolutely. And listen, we're just jumping into the top of the first right now. Who do we have?
All right.
Who's swinging right now?
Go.
Okay. I think we got Truman's at bat. Truman's up to bat, top of the first. And I think we got a little broadcast issue that we might be cleaning up right now with my man Dudes. Just keep in mind, guys. So I think, Dudes, if you can hear me, you might want to turn that into full screen just so we can, and maybe just turn up some audio. We might get Scan to help us out there.
Hey, Joey. Bro, we got
damn, and then straight off the rip, Truman with a leadoff double. Let's go.
Was that a double? Let's go, baby.
That was a double, man. Fernando Valenzuela on the bump, and just like that.
Not a tank?
Just like that. Boom goes the time. Wow, man. This is going to be an absolute bloodbath, dude. I can already feel it. Like we were hyping up before it started. And straight off the bat, man, none out. Truman's put up a 2-spot. And listen, this guy pitching, man, Fernando Valenzuela, he's got a screwball. Dude, it is so tough to hit in this year's game. Absolutely broken.
And a tank? That's amazing.
We might have I think we got a little bit of a...
Okay, one down.
All right, little chopping ground ball to the 4-hole. That's what he needs to do. Make those adjustments, man. Can't let this game get away from him, man. This is going to be mercy territory.
Yeah, that's why you don't hit ground balls. You know what I'm saying? Don't fucking hit ground balls. Hit fly balls. Hit long fly balls, baby. That's how we do it.
I mean, like, where do you sit with as far as the launch angle and stuff like that? You know how when we were a little younger, they were teaching us to get that backspin and drive down, and now it's almost like still getting that backspin, but a little bit of that swing up, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and again, now one thing with launch angle is again people they have like a misconception about it. Well, yeah, it's just launch angle. It's just the angle that comes off of the bat. It's nothing more, nothing less. You know what I'm saying? People are like, oh, launch angle, swing, you dip and fucking drive. That's not the case. Launch angle is just a metric that comes up. It's just like a miles per hour. Your velo, same shit. You know what I'm saying? Now,
spin rate, all that. Yeah.
Now, the ideal launch angle, now people are understanding, like, if you hit 20 to 30 degree launch angle, that's usually a good shot. Like, you have a higher chance of hitting a double or a homer and shit like that, which is why people are trying to go, like, train that, you know, to be at that optimal range. But again, it works for some people. Sometimes it doesn't, you know. And for me, like, I'm all about it, just because it's just a metric that just tells you whether you're doing good or not. You know what I'm saying? So just like I throw baseball when I train with a radar gun. You know, like, I could have some jabroni just like right next to me. Oh, good pitch or bad pitch, but he doesn't know how hard it is. You know, like, fuck you. You know, like, I want to know the numbers. You know, like, numbers don't lie. So another fucking tank. Let's go,
speaking of
man.
launch angle, oh my god, we need some home run replays here, dude. 494 feet. Oh my god, Truman just hit one 494 feet. He's just collected his 20 gifted subs from me. Wow.
Dude.
And just like that, we said before the game, if he hits one over 480 feet, he's going to get... Now I've got to open the billfold, dude. He just took some money out of my fucking kids for Christmas. Just like that.
Hey,
he'll pay it back when we're up on Brokeback Mountain on our fishing trip next year. Wow, man. I told you there's going to be some fireworks, man. Chev's got his work cut out.
He's fucking raking, though, man. Like, all these, I give him foul ball, that ball shit on.
Raking. And, you know, just for the people at home, man, this isn't your regular setup. They've made this quite difficult. There's no strike zone, so you can't see where... Normally there's a K zone rectangle there where you see strikes.
Right.
The settings have deleted that, so you don't know. And you can't even see the PCI placement of what's
normal. It's almost like you're guessing. You're guessing every time you
got to
pitch,
guess,
right?
and just you know, you still have to move it precisely.
Right.
But, man.
Dude.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my...
Chev aggressively went for the dive coming in from center field, man. TJ's going to end up on third with with an RBI triple. 4-spot first inning, man.
Right. But damn,
it's going to get fucking ugly. It might be time for Chev to take out Fernando Valenzuela, man. I think he just literally stomped his confidence.
First inning, we'll smell you.
Unbelievable. Have you ever played with anyone that... I mean, I don't know anybody, even since, you know, my first year in Pro Bowl was 2005. Yep. I never knew anybody that threw a screwball. You know what I mean? It just didn't make sense. It's like, what are you, over-pronating a sinker?
I've yet to meet somebody that throws a screwball. I believe more of the like Japanese pitchers and stuff like that. I've seen them throw a lot more screwballs and stuff like that. Shuto, yeah, they call it shutos over there. It's like it's basically a screwball, you know. And it's like, but I've yet actually, because I've caught all my life, and I haven't caught anybody that actually threw a legit screwball. If anything, it'll be just a two-seam. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, it never made sense to me because, you know, we always, you know, when we throw our change-ups, we just naturally let the pronation make the ball tumble.
Right.
But like, I guess like you're just over-pronating a sinker. It never made sense to me that you could really make the pitch move like that, you know?
Right. It's almost between like a change-up and a two-seam basically, and you over-pronate the fuck out of it. You get that reverse gyro or whatever. That's what you're trying to do. But again, I've yet to catch, you know, like I've caught a lot of fucking pitchers and like, especially in pro, I mean, you know, in spring training, I may have fucking catch like 100 fucking pitchers, but yeah, man, I've not had anybody that throw a legit screwball yet. So
yeah, you definitely lose some weight in spring training catching all those bullpens, man.
Yeah, fuck that, man. I remember
at least you were in Arizona though. It could have been worse. You could have been in Fort Myers, Florida, in the humidity, just sweating your ass off.
I heard Florida is fucking terrible for spring, and also travel. I heard you guys it sucks, right? I mean, I never got to try that. AZ travel's awesome. It's only like 30 minutes max, you know, so it's actually kind of nice. Oh, he dropped it.
He went for the diving play, man. Look at that. Look, that's a little cheesy hit out to left field. Look at the so Eric, what you'll see down the bottom left corner, right? We can't see it for the pitcher's throwing, but you'll see the feedback in the bottom left corner. Now that'll let you know if he's placed let's call it a crosshair. It's called the PCI, and it'll tell you if you're early, late, just early, right on time, and it'll give you feedback. That down the corner, yeah.
Dude, it's just tough to play. I actually want to play it next time. Let's link up and maybe play a game or something like that. I don't have like any like gaming console or anything like that, but I'm sure I can get one. But I mean, it looks kind of cool. Like I've never. Yeah. It looks tough. It looks hard as fuck. You know, like I remember when I played MLB The Show, that was like fucking 12 or like a while ago. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember playing that. Yeah. I played Road to the Show. You know, I just did that.
Me.
Yeah,
Road to the Show was what?
Time. Remember our days, like Road to the Show, and like, well,
that was it for baseball. For real baseball players,
come home,
Road
then
to
come
the
to our
show.
hotel, just do the Road to the Show, and then like that was our life.
Yeah, man. I only started playing Diamond Dynasty in 2019 because for us, if you're a baseball player, the most interesting thing for us when we're in the minor leagues, creating ourselves and trying to get to the big leagues in the digital world.
Yep, exactly.
That's
what we did. That's what we all did. It's not just us. I guarantee if you played Pro Bowl in 2010 to 2000 whatever 15, you all play fucking MLB The Show, bro. Fucking made your own little character. Oh, you know, I'm hitting, you know, fucking 500 in AA with 60 jacks. When in real life you're hitting plus 20 with fucking like 100 strikeouts. You're like, fuck, you know, like.
That's exactly right, man. Oh, dude, it's so funny that it's just so similar, man. Baseballers tend to all do. Dude, what do we got here? Hello, if you're seeing this and you're not ordering on Twitch, click. Man, what are we doing here, dudes? Clean it up, man. Just so you folks know at home, man, we got Dude's a dude running the show. He's stepping in.
He's low-key coming back, though. He's low-key coming back.
Yeah, he is. That's what I was saying, man. This matchup it's going to be a back and forth. Oof, that was actually a good pitch, man. He's got Dennis Eckersley on the bump. You know, nasty slider. With these kind of pitches, when this game's played, you really want to. Tunneling in this game, Eric, is everything. Yeah. You have to tunnel. Like, if you were to jump into the competitive scene and play this, you can't pitch like we would pitch or call games in real life.
Actually, in a game, right.
Yeah, you have to throw different stuff. But the one thing that is the same as real life is your tunnels. You know, pitching off of certain pitches and disguising them. And that's what really separates the best players that play this game in the world. They're so good at tunneling.
Right.
But a lot of the meta is. Sliders, right-handed sliders for left-handed hitters is utilizing a slider almost like it's a cutter. You just want to just make it, you know, up and in, middle in, just running out of the zone.
Try to get some jam shots or whatever.
Yep. And just like in real life, when you cement mixer that shit and it's down into a lefty in the wheelhouse, it's fucking 500 feet. Dude, wow, look at that. Swinging a drive to left field. Wow.
Go, baby.
And he has just come. This is what I was saying, man. These top 50 guys, like that 4-run lead meant nothing. 6-4.
That's nothing. It's 6-4 now. That's incredible.
10 runs in the first inning, and it's still not done. He looks locked too. Look at that gray hair. You know that guy with the gray hair we're looking at right now? He's only 17 years old.
That's amazing. Getting old, bro. Fuck.
Next time, hey, listen, you know what? We need to pull for Truman Nation, man, because right now he's down by 2 runs. We can't let this Division 1 guy fucking hang his nuts on the JUCO guys.
Fucking jabronis, fuck that, man. You know, fucking if I got to, I'll fly over to where this jabronis at. I'll face him live. Fuck, you know, like I'll do it for the people.
Those Division 1 guys, man, when they come out of the draft and they turn up to spring training, they just come out. They turn up with such like the egos, man. It's like they're
100%.
Just another bum in the shower now, dude. You're just another bum in the shower. Leave
and then
leave that Virginia shit at home.
Yeah. Good luck with your fucking cater meals at fucking Vandy. Now you get fucking PB&J and banana, motherfucker. Fucking know your role. You know what I'm saying? You're a nobody.
And your rent-a-cars at the club. Oh man. Well, hey, let's see if Truman can lock in, man. Like. This is going to be a long-ass game, man. I can tell already. Oh, good. Oh, the speed. Man, he beat it out. And that's that speed, that 93 speed getting down the line coming into play, Steve Finley. Truman needs to step up, man. If he doesn't manage to score at least 1 or 2 runs this inning, Oshev's going to then roll into the bottom of the second and tack on more runs. This game could get away.
Man, it's crazy how many pitchers through though. They just go through pitches left and right. Huh?
Oh yeah.
If you're not pitching well, get the fuck out. I love that.
What's the chat at home saying? What do we got here? Graceful Swan, hard 90s. Hard 90s, absolutely Swanee. Over under 43.5 runs. Honestly think that we're going to see 30 runs this game. I think that, double play, boom, out of the inning. Man, Shev's locked in. Man, come on, dude. You got to do better for the JUCO squad right there, Truman. That's horseshit.
Oh, man. Man, what are we doing hitting ground balls? We don't do that shit in JUCO. We fucking had tanks, baby.
Who the hell's in the back of the
Oh man, listen, for the people at home that don't understand like the name JUCO Bandit, I mean the king of JUCO, but also JUCO. Man, JUCO is fucking tough, dude. The travel is just at least you were in JUCO in Florida. That's probably the best place you could play.
No,
JUCO
I was in JUCO in Kansas. Those fucking
Kansas?
the worst ones. Yeah, Kansas. So I went through some shit, dude. I went through fucking. I've done shoveling up the fucking snow up the field for 3 fucking hours and just get the field ready just to fucking play a shitty team like with the fucking wind blowing 40 miles an hour. Man, I've done some shit in JUCO, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, again, it made me stronger as who I am as a person, and also like in baseball too. Like I just became mentally tougher, and I had to find a way and become a better player and a person. So
that's right. Yeah, it definitely does prepare you. Like, you know, you're not getting pats on the ass every day in JUCO like you would be in a 4-year school. So when you turn into spring training, you're somewhat used to the suck of it, you know, like every day something that you just don't want to do. You become accustomed just embracing like the suck, you know, out there every day, sore legs, like you said, catching bullpens in spring training. I realize, man, pitchers and catchers report early. After the first 2 weeks, man, your calf muscles, your hamstrings, your quads, you're sore all over.
Yeah, and then again, like no matter how hard you train in the off season, I mean, in season's different. That was a fucking nuke, dude.
That was a fucking moonshot, dude. Trevor Story. Look at he's shocked right there.
How big was that? 450. Oh,
damn, dude. Truman's still with the biggest one with the 494 shot, dude. He was 6 feet away from getting that 500-foot Jimmy Jam. Damn, dude.
Dude, he's taking some cuts, dude. Like fucking. Those are power swings, right? I love that.
Yeah, power. Oh, that's another one. This is what I'm saying, man. Swinging a drive to center right, absolutely fucking shat on. Adios, Senor Pelota. Dude, this is going to get... listen, and just so you know, Eric, if there is a mercy rule in place, so once you get through 4 innings, if you're winning by 10 runs, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Oh, okay. Got you.
So you can send guys to the gulag after the 4th.
Fucking just... Dude, man, these guys are making it look easy, but I mean, dude, it looks tough. Like, I don't think I can make contact, you know, to be honest. Like, all the pitches look like strikes, and then they're not strikes. You know, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yep. And this is on a difficulty level that's actually lower. Once you get to legend difficulty and you watch the absolute best players in the world play, the ball comes out of the hand and it's just like it disappears, it teleports.
Really? That's incredible.
Yeah. Those kids are just so cracked, man. I personally believe it's like PEDs. I think they're on greenies or Adderall because I don't know how they're catching up to it, man. My old eyes can't catch up.
Yeah. I mean, that's tight. I mean, whatever it takes. You know, like if you gotta take some greenies and fucking do it, I don't give a fuck. I respect that shit. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it takes, baby. Whatever it takes.
Get it done, man. Shit. Oh,
dude, nice play.
Okay, you got the out. All right, gets the out at first. 2 down, man. Truman needs to pull his shit together right here, man. 1 more home run, it's going to be freaking ugly.
That's Kershaw pitching, huh? Slider at 91. That's not. I'm guessing that's the old school Kershaw, not the new Kershaw.
Not the new school Kershaw.
86. You know.
Yeah, that's old school Kershaw right there. He was a collection rule this year, but again, with the way the game's set up, the regulations for this week, you can only throw breaking balls. So you really want to make sure your pitches that you throw out there have a slider or a curveball. If you've just got one guy that only has a slider,
you can just sit on it, and then you can see the spin, and then fucking
and just annihilate it. Yeah. So a lot of these guys, the smart guys anyway, will get curveball, slider, so at least they can tunnel off of it.
Yeah. Is it lagging a little bit for you, or
Valenzuela out there?
Yeah, I'm like lagging a little bit for me. I don't know if that's okay for your end, but
yeah, losing little frames. That can just be Discord, man.
How many people do you have watching this shit? You have quite a bit.
Right now, we got 150 people rolling in watching, man. We appreciate you guys all at home. We appreciate you guys all tuning in, man. I think last week we're up right around 300, 350, or 2 nights ago. But obviously we're closer to Christmas. But the guys will start piling in, man, with the shares. Have you got much planned for Christmas, man? You're just going to kick it there in AZ? What's the deal?
Man, just living the dream. Yeah, I ain't going nowhere. I mean, I ain't going back to the cold. You know what I'm saying? Fuck Canada. I'm staying out down here. My wife's pregnant, so I'm gonna spend time with her. This is gonna be our last Christmas. You know, just us two. You know, and so I got a kid popping out late January. So yeah, man, exciting stuff. And
congratulations too, man. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Super exciting moment in your life.
Time.
It is time. You're ready.
Yeah, I'm excited.
You got good direction moving forward with your content. I think, I know in the MLB The Show community, everybody loves you, but in the baseball community in general, the content has just been fucking A1, man. So, do you know if it's a boy or a girl?
Yeah, again, I'm going to keep doing it. Yeah. Girl. I'm going to have a little girl. So it's, I don't know how the fuck I'm going to do it, but I mean, we'll figure it out, I'm going to be a girl
just keep her away from spring training and baseball games.
Yeah. I need to learn some softball, fucking, hit some tanks with softballs or some shit.
Golf, man. Golf and tennis, dude. Golf.
Maybe. Fuck, yeah.
Get her just driving the ball.
Yeah.
Man, well, that's exciting, dude. That's unreal. Good chapter in the life, man. What about content, dude? Have you got anything planned over the next couple of months or in 2022 for yourself to expand with your content creation?
Yeah, I mean, that's the cool thing with content. I'm sure you can agree, too. I mean, there's no limit. I can literally do whatever the fuck I want to. We have so many ideas. So right now our big one's coming up will be live ABs. Live ABs are starting up pretty soon with all the pro guys, and it's going to really get heated up starting in January until spring training starts. Because minor league spring training is still happening, of course, even with the lockout. So, yeah, man, I'm going to fucking ball out with these pros, and I'm trying to get my arm back to healthy. I'm still hitting tanks and just face these jabronis and fucking hit some tanks. Last offseason, I hit some tanks against, Jeff Hoffman, the fucking, and then some of these minor leaguers as well. I don't give a fuck. I'll face anybody, So I'm trying to hit a fucking tank on Trevor Bauer right now. He struck me out last time. I'm going to fucking get his ass next time.
You got to get his ass.
But yeah, man, fuck everybody. I'll compete with anybody. So, it'll be good. I'm very excited for that. Yeah, man, fucking, I enjoy training. I enjoy training and competing. Might as well fucking ball out, hit some tanks, and fucking throw gas and see what happens. And for me, throwing gas and hitting tanks is good for content. You know what I'm saying? More
what's better than grabbing a ball and throwing the shit out of it? And what's better than grabbing a bat and hitting the shit out of it?
Exactly. I mean, fucking, it's the best ever. So I enjoy doing them both. So fucking gonna roll out with that, man. But I mean, dude, I'd love to collab with you at some point. I mean, fucking Australia, dude, that'd be amazing content.
Man, like I said, Travis will be down here. Shout out to my boy Travis Blackley, another Australian big leaguer. Now he'll be down here in a couple hours, actually spending Christmas with me, man. But yeah, as time goes on, dude, the opportunities down here are abundant. So it'd be great to have you down here, man. I know Travis and I would definitely, it'd take a click of the fingers if you any winter for you in the States, if you and the wife decide to come down here, it wouldn't be difficult to get you down here with some opportunities, man. I want to touch on a couple of things that you said. Man, this is really starting to tack on. Listen, and Chad, if we're peering away from the game, it's because we just want to pick a bit of Eric's brain while we watch this game. It looks like Chev's actually going to stomp the absolute hell out of Truman. Or he might be able to get out of this. Oh, Chopper. Okay, all right. So it's 2 out. Chev's up 5 runs. Still mercy territory. I want to touch on a few things you said, Eric. Especially for the people sitting at home that might be either, inspired to start their content creation thing. Sometimes the message that content creators get, especially guys maybe our age, Eric, is, oh, well, how long can you do that for? Well, listen, like you just said before,
right.
When people say, how long can you do something? You can do it as long as you stop getting creative. When things change, you adapt. Do you feel the same way? It's like when you hear older people or other people, oh, there's a shelf life on that. Well, no, there's not. When things change, you change with them or you get left behind. Do you kind of feel that same way?
100%. And there's a famous saying in Moneyball, adapt or die. Remember that scene by Brad Pitt, adapt or die. And then that's something we'll have to do, not even just as a baseball player, as content creators, and in any real world that you get to, you need to adapt to whatever situation that comes to you. You know, and the content world is constantly changing. You can't just do the same shit over and over and over again. People just get bored of that. You know, so you got to do something different. You got to be creative, like you said. And again, I honestly enjoy being creative. You know, I hate all the time. I like fucking around, grabbing a pineapple, fucking throw as hard as possible, just because I can. You know what I'm saying? Just doing random fucking shit, and that's you know, like, and that's what it's about: being creative, doing different shit, and that's why we do what we do. You too. Like, I guarantee none of your days are the same. You know, right? Like, you do different shit all the time, right? Whether it's different games or even dealing with different audience or whatever. You know, like so. And that's where the fun is at too. People don't understand that being creative is really fucking fun.
Yep. And that was a big thing with this right here, Eric.
Instead of me, like, you redundant, right? It's very doing the same shit.
Exactly. And like, and you know, with the game cycle coming to an end, and this particular league here with all the different regulations, it's the same thing. This is something that's never been done before, you know, and it's going to be an in-person LAN finals in February where everybody gets flown out to California at the headquarters and does this. So when these kind of things happen, it just elevates everybody else to get better. And I'm sure that's the same with, you know, with your content creation. When you look at your peers around you and they're like, whoa, that person stepped it up. Well, that just then puts fuel in your fire to also want to raise your bar to catch up with people.
100%.
So I think everybody grows together. And like you said, if you don't do that, you stay stagnant, and that's when you sizzle out.
Yeah, and we have that being competitive, right? And we have that from our playing dates, right? And I'm using that same competitive energy on just a different scale, you know? Like, just because I'm not playing a game in Pro Bowl, that doesn't mean I'm not competitive. I'm fucking still competitive as a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't changed. I use that energy and the focus into making content and being different other baseball creators or whatever, you know, and I get to be me. I get to be creative. I get to collab with whoever the fuck I want to. It's a great life. Now, something I do want to at least go over it with is it's not easy. You know, like, people are like, oh, you know,
easy.
I would love to do it just because, I mean, you know, people think it's easy, right? I mean, I'm sure you get this questions a lot, and like, oh, you know, now you're making money, and of course I'm making money too. People are like, oh yeah, no, I mean, how long did it take you? Or you know, like, I want to be like that. What do I do? I'm like, well, it takes a long time to get there. I did my own content, filming with my shitty iPhone, you know, like with my fucking, you know, iMovie for a year and a half, dude. Like, and while no one's watching it, like, I don't give a fuck. I remember when I was posting YouTube videos, I was getting 100 views, you know, but I kept on doing it regardless, whether it's once a week, once every couple of weeks. I was being consistent because I knew, like, I wanted to do something with this. Now, like, I get 10,000 views a video, you know, and people are like, oh, you know, it's cool, but like, how do I get there? I'm like, well, you also got to go through what I went through. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one's going to fucking view an account with, you know, 50K subs already for you. You got to build that shit from zero, you know, like, just like everyone else.
That's right. Yeah, that's the same message that I send as well. It's just, there are no shortcuts. You have to do the legwork to create a big base and be consistent and put in the hours. Like, it's thousands of hours to do that, man. And it's just crazy. Another thing I was going to touch on with you is, you know, just this lockout and what's your position on, like, and we can talk about it because we're no longer in professional baseball and we can be fine with it. Owners, players. I'm completely team players when it comes to this scenario. You know what I mean? I've seen for the most part. I see
the owners, man. I've fucking shit on the owners before, and that's something I can do now because, I mean, I don't work for a professional. I never will, and then I don't want to. Like, Pro Bowl is a lot of eyewash for me, and I hated it. I fucking hated it. I felt very trapped. I couldn't be me. You know how Pro Bowl is. You know, like, it's very controlling. And now I get to be me, so fuck everybody. You know, at the end of the day, for me, it's MLB owners being fucking cheap, just like, you know, minor league pay is shit because they want to be cheap. Even though there's so much gains to be made with, you know, healthier players and more gains you get out of these players that you draft, pay signing bonus, right? Why don't you fucking develop them and so that you can make money off them by trading them or whatever the fuck later, you know what I'm saying? But it's just, they're just very cheap, and with this whole lock situation, I'm all for player side, of course, and just meant to fuck the owners, fuck the commissioner, fuck everybody, you know, that's where I stand with the whole
Yeah, I hear it. I mean, I'm all for the players, like, you know, raising the rookie base salary to where it needs to be. Like, you know, I think there's plenty of room there, and hopefully that you know, Tony Clark and the guys, the Players Association, they stand fast and they at least come to an agreement with both parties. You know, we get to see baseball sooner rather than later for the fans.
I mean, we do want to see baseball this year. We're not saying like we don't want to see baseball at all, but also, like, I feel like MLBPA Players Association, they have been very firm, I believe, and just like, dude, like, you guys got to get what you need. You guys got to protect your own fucking players, man, and fuck the owners and shit. They have money. You just need to play that game. You know, you got to play the fuck game that they want to play. And then at the end of the day, you got to play, you know. So, man, fuck them. Just be firm and, you know, give the people what they want, is to see the players that succeed, at least and move up forward with what they're asking for, you know what I'm saying? So,
and the last thing you want to do is enter an agreement that you can't renegotiate for another 20 years. So it's a once, like, in a little mini generation where, you know, you can't fuck it up right now.
Yep.
You know, you won't be able to go back to the negotiation table for 2 more
and
decades.
You're fucked for many years. Exactly.
Yep. And that's like, you know, that's 2 generations of high school, 3 of high school coming out, 4 probably, actually 4. You know, that'll affect a lot of years in the draft and the circumstances for players. Man. Well, look, hey, so back to this game right here, man. Chev, we're in the 5th inning. It's actually simmered down a little bit. It seems like both of these guys have started to kind of taper in their pitching and kind of extinguish the fire. Chev's fucking winning 9-5 still. And I was expecting this thing to run away a little bit, but it seems like they've figured out how to pitch one another, man. It's starting to get a little sweaty, a little bit more interesting. Bit of a chess match.
Oh, you're telling him.
Yeah, no, it's been a fucking. I mean, I don't know what the fuck is going on, really. It just looks very tough to play.
Eric, just listen, you jabroni. Don't sit there and that's eyewash. Don't sit here and fucking blow smoke up. You don't know what the fuck you're talking. He's sitting there like, well, yeah, man goes, yeah, man, swing and a drive.
Fuck, you know, he goes.
Fuck, he got
yeah,
me.
No, I've seen some tanks getting hit, so that's all I care about. You know, tanks.
I just got a text message. Hang on, I just got a text message. Eric Sims. Why, Eric Sim? Why are you messing? Mango, stop blowing my spot up, dude. I'm sorry, bro. My bad, dude. You guys text me just then. He's like, oh, yeah.
Motherfucker. He's fucking exposing me on live, dude. I mean,
he's like, oh yeah, no. Fucking prick.
Fucking asshole.
Oh man, well, hey, all right. So Truman does have a chance here though to try to like cut this lead, man. All right, so listen, hey, swinging a drive here, man. He's down by a run. Yeah, it's gonna get interesting here, man. It's like I said, dude. These two guys are so good at this game, man. That like elite, like 0.1%. So like one swing here, and next minute's a 1-run ball game, dude. Look at that shit. Left center gap drive.
How many people play this MLB The Show?
I wanted that one to get up.
What'd you say, Eric?
That sucks, but a great swing.
How many people play MLB The Show? There's a lot of them, right?
There's like 17 million. It's like right around 16, 17 million.
Oh my god, that's insane.
The game expanded this year because it opened up to cross-platform, which is a really great move. And bringing in all the Xbox guys, you know how it is with Xbox and PlayStation.
Yeah.
There's those loyal Xbox guys who, even though they're baseball 100%. Fans, they're not just, they're going to, I'm not buying a PlayStation just to play that. So they've waited all this time, and then they flooded in this year. That's why there's been such tremendous growth with MLB The Show. Like last year, there was 9 million. It's probably jumped up to 16.
I wonder why they didn't do that before, though. Like, why?
Yeah, I think it was, to be honest, I think it had to do with it was a difficult task to be able to have that. And man, he's hit a little cheap back up the middle very early. Look at that, dude. This is getting sweaty, man.
Let's go, baby.
Oh, he scored. Dude, 1-run ball game, runner on second, 2 out. Man, if he fucking runs into one right here, he takes the lead. Got to be patient here. Like, 0-1 count, facing Verlander, who's got a... I mean, I don't think you can throw cutters. Just slider curveball is really what he's looking for here. He runs into it, man. He did. He missed it. He fucking missed it. That's that no PCI feedback down the bottom left corner you see there. Well, man,
Yeah.
You know, what a comeback from Truman, though, right, man? 12 hits to 11 hits, 1-run ball game. Like, this is why we were saying it's neck and neck.
Juco Bennett, we don't quit, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it takes.
Hey, dude, when the chips are down, man, if you've ever been through the runners of JUCO, you know how to pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
Hell yeah. Whatever it takes, baby. Whatever the fuck it takes.
Oh man. So out in Arizona, what kind of what primary facility are you at? Is there a driveline facility there that you're attending, or that you go and get a lot of work in, create content there? What's the go-to facility, man? You know, if you don't want to shout them out, don't shout them out, dude. Okay, fuck. Let's go, baby. He just launched that thing.
A lot of good facilities out here. Oh man, Tank. Let's go, baby.
Launched.
But yeah, man. So we have baseball facility that we have for Momentum. So I use that mainly for my training and for content creating. Right. It's basically a fantasy factory for baseball. That is the idea behind it. So it's pretty nice building, and then we got a bunch of nice shit. So I get to use that. But also I link up with like Driveline. Clutch Performance is also out here, which is a pretty big facility out here as well. Bunch of pro guys like train here, and so I link up with them to live ABs or whatever. And I want to like grow the other pro guys too. Like a lot of people know, of course, major league stars, but they don't know minor league guys, and they don't know any of these guys, right? So I want to kind of put a spotlight on these guys as well to grow.
Like we said earlier too. I don't mean to cut you up, but like we said earlier, when you first entered Pro Ball in 10 and I entered in 2005, we were speaking about this before the broadcast started. We were actually encouraged to not have any presence online, to not be growing, be showing personalities. Don't have a presence on MySpace. Don't have a presence on Facebook. And now that's starting to shift, where you're seeing minor leaguers on Instagram, verified minor leaguers. You would have never even had that platform where you could be in that space. So they're allowed to kind of, it seems like there's some new heads in the front office with a lot of organizations, and that's understood that the direction that technology and connection around the world, you need to have that space, and the players are allowed to utilize it, man. I think it's a great move.
100%. It's a huge move. Yeah, that's cool, baby. And it's a huge move, right? Just because, again, like, you got to grow yourself, you know? And whether you're in Pro Bowl or not, doesn't matter. I mean, fucking, no one's going to grow for you. You know, you got to put in the work and get growing online, social media or whatever. And that gets you also more opportunities, whether it's a sponsorship or whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
It's endless, But now, again, like, the shit's changing. Like, every pro guy I know, most of them have TikToks, and they have their own TikTok page or whatever, and they grow their shit, and that's the way it should be. Not be like us. But when we grew up playing minor league ball, I mean, we were not allowed to do anything, Like, I mean, I was told. I remember we had a meeting as a whole, like, in spring training we had a bunch of meetings and shit. I remember like this one like a social media manager or whatever came and talked to us. They're like, yeah, it's better to have no presence on social media. And I'm just like, why would you say that? So we can't speak our mind just because we work for you? Like, we're not slaves, we can have our own opinions and stuff. And I remember that hitting me pretty hard. I'm like, dude, like, fuck that, And of course, when I was at the time, I'm not gonna do anything to piss them off because they're just gonna release me, So I didn't have Twitter or anything like that back then.
You don't have leverage.
My social media grew like after I got done playing.
Yeah, you don't really have a foot to stand on to stick up for yourself. Yeah, man, and this quickly on this game.
It's good to see it's changing.
Chev is getting cracked right now too, man. He's just running away with it. 2 perfects, a home run. Like, the lead's now 5 runs. Damn, man, Chev's turning it on, man. Like I said, I thought Chev was going to be the favorite, and it looks like he might be able to, in the business end of this game, manage to come out of this with a win. But it's not over yet. But like we were just saying just then, sometimes people will come in and be like, Major, how do I grow? And one thing I always encourage people to do, yes, you want to have a presence online now, right? But the biggest way to get discovered now is your Instagram with videos of you throwing bullpens. We never had that stuff for discoverability. We had to go by area scouts, regional scouts, reports that got sent to front offices. Now, with a click of a button, a scout can find your Instagram, see all your videos with Rapsodo readings, see live bullpens, movements from behind. It's a different world. So
Right.
These young kids have opportunities that we didn't have as younger men for discoverability, where they can just, you know, before you're someone, make sure your online presence is good, but also be flooding your social media stuff with content of what you're trying to achieve, whether that's being a pitcher, a hitter. Put up those videos, and don't let people tell you, oh, why are you putting that up? You know, you're showboating or you're doing this. Flood as much of that content as possible, because everybody wants to see that. It's going to open up doors for you. We never had that, and these kids
dude. No, we never had that, and now, dude, I see guys get signed pro contracts of fucking Twitter videos. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a crazy world we live in. When you throw 95 and you're in bumfuck nowhere, no one knows who you are. You know, back in the day, those guys, I mean, you know, they will find you, but you know, you don't have that visibility. But now you can just post a video on Twitter and you get fucking 20,000 views and you get signed a pro contract. You know, it's ridiculous, but also it's amazing. It's amazing opportunities for everybody. It's leveling the playing field, right? So, and I think it's only great.
I agree. And the craziest one that I ever saw that we were just touching on was the kid that turned up a course field and went into the radar gun throwing tunnel, filmed himself, his girlfriend throwing 94. A week later, he's signed playing professional baseball, man. Like a week later.
I remember. Yeah, dude, it's insane. I talked to him actually. He was a great dude. And then I kind of, because I quote tweeted or whatever. I'm like, this is amazing, and I try to get it out there, you know, with everybody. Of course, Pitching Ninja, huge influencer, amazing. He's doing Umber baseball, and it's like those things like just went viral. And crazy. If you think about it, like, remember our day 10 years ago? There's no way. There's none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's unbelievable now.
It truly is. It's crazy opportunity these guys have. And on the flip side of that, you know, there is that thin line. You need to make sure that you're not putting up absolute nonsense. You know, you have to understand the situation you're in, and you want to have that good, positive, you know, footprint initially. You know, and when you become washed up and jabronis like you and I, you can afford to have all the fuckery in the world, but until you get to that point, make sure your online footprint is good, it's positive, you're putting out the right messages, and you're working hard. Show these guys
100%.
what you're built, what you're built out of. You know what I mean? So you can not only
you can totally
make yourself, you can break yourself. Very powerful. It's a very powerful tool, man.
Because I mean, it's a lot more opportunities. But also, you're going to get exposed like a motherfucker if you post up some nonsense, like you said. And again, because there's so many more people that are knowledgeable about this game are on there now, active. You know, like not just, you know, before, back in the day, like just regular people or nerds or whatever you call them were on Twitter. Now, like literally everyone, anywhere from pro coaches to professional players, everyone on social media, right? So you got to get exposed like a motherfucker, you know?
I don't know a single scout 100%. Now that is not on Instagram, either on their own account or a burner account, watching these guys. And then, you know, I'm in Australia, I can get 100%. A DM. Like, I get DMs throughout the month, like, hey, what does this kid look like? Blah, I've been looking at this. And then feedback. There are so many eyes on you guys as young athletes that you don't realize. And it's about what you do when you think people aren't watching, because I promise you the eyes are there. So you'd be very surprised who's watching you when you think that you don't have those eyes on you.
We got to try to catch
100%. And again, like you said, you got to be more careful now, because you see all the time on Twitter, you know, those pro guys that get super famous or make, you know, millions of dollars, and they get exposed from their, you know, tweets from 2010. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because, again, like, you get exposed. When you do stupid shit, they're going to expose you, and, like, you can lose your fame just like that or whatever, you know? So, again, it's a crazy world we live in. You can use it to your advantage for sure. Your social media is your weapon. I say that all the time. Whatever you present on social media, that's opportunity. At the same time, it could also fucking ruin your life. You could literally lose your career, you lose jobs or whatever, you know, from social media. So you got to be very careful. And also, you can't be a jabroni. If you're a jabroni, people can expose you. So be you, be authentic, but also like put out no bad shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's about all I can say.
That's and that you know, just hearing that, you know, I know all the folks at home and a lot of the viewers are young aspiring baseball players, and just to be able to hear that from someone like yourself, and even like an old, I'm even older than you, another washed up guy, hearing it from the horse's mouth is what they need to hear. And that is such a good message. That's such a good message that you just shared there. You know what I mean? They need to understand that, you know. And it's not just with baseball, it can be with anything, you know. You can lose opportunities within this space of just playing MLB The Show.
Literally anything with life. Yep.
With anything. So the message I would send is make sure you're putting your best foot forward out there. Be fun, be yourself, show personality, but make sure you're not being a jabroni on steroids. Just be a jabroni. You know what I mean? just be that double A jabroni.
Exactly. Just don't PDs here, man. I'm just keep it jabroni, regular jabroni, and you'll have a long career. Whether it's big career,
don't ramp it up. We don't need the extra shit.
But yeah, man, I gotta get going actually. So my wife's waiting for me. So if you I appreciate you for having me on, and thank you guys for letting me part of it. Again, if you guys are okay with it, I'd love to hop on some other time too. I mean, fucking actually a blast, you know. So I'd love to link up with you, and this show was fucking blast, you know. So we'd love to do it again.
Before you go, dude, man, huge thank you, dude. Thanks for sharing your time with us, man. Right around Christmas, pregnant wife, man. Congrats on all that stuff. Running in here is so massive for the community, dude. Like I said, I've always known who you are. It's great for the people that are watching that didn't know who you are, man. And to share your time with us, man, it's so huge. It just goes to show how much of a fucking good guy you are and how much you care about this space, man. So I really appreciate it, dude. I hope you have a fucking great Christmas.
I appreciate it, man.
Go into that new year, dude. Put the fucking gas pedal down and just keep fucking flying, brother. You're doing great things, man.
Hell yeah. Hey, same to you, my dude. And then again, I'd love to link up with you at some point. If you don't mind, say hi to my one hell of a guy. And it's baseball is a small world. Like, I mean, you know Travis, and you guys are fucking linking up right now. And also, like, I knew of him. So again, baseball is a very small world. And so if you're watching it, you're in baseball, don't ever like burn bridges with anybody, man. And then again, like, opportunities come. Like you and me doing this, I think it was an amazing opportunity for me as well. So thank you guys for that. And then, man, let's collab some more, man. You're fucking amazing. Keep doing your thing. Merry Christmas to you and your family as well. And then we'll love to link up soon.
Thank you, brother. That means a lot to me, man. Listen, Godspeed, dude. God bless. Merry Christmas to you, man. Send my love to the wife, dude. And I'll be catching up with you very shortly.
Thank you.
Take care, man.
Yes, sir. We'll do. Appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Thanks to everyone watching, too. Appreciate it.
What a guy. Listen, fellas, I know that we might have pivoted away from some of the gameplay there. That's a huge opportunity for you guys to get a chance to talk to somebody that's within the baseball space, in the content creation space. You know, to be able to pick someone's brains like that and hang out with them and hear those experiences, it's huge. I hope you guys really enjoyed that. You know, Eric obviously enjoyed being on here. Great dude, man. And look forward to maybe being able to get Eric on here more and doing more collaborations, man. We really appreciate it, man. And it looks like Chev's absolutely hitting shit missiles. He is literally one swing away from mercy in this game, man. It's about to be a wrap. Wow.
Who is it?
And I don't actually have any audio. I don't know if dudes, so where's my boy Dude's a Dude? Dude's a Dude. If you can actually find a way while this broadcast is going on, my friend, if you can try to share some of this game audio so I can actually hear what Chev's actually saying, that would be amazing. Again, just so you guys know, this is Dude's a Dude's first time behind the scenes running the show. So if there are a little bit of growing pains, you know, give him a bit of leeway. He's only going to get better. I believe he'll probably step in more and more when Scan's not available. So let's try to make sure we encourage him. He's going to ramp up, get better. And as the weeks progress, the league's only going to get more and more entertaining. But yeah, it looks like Trimmer's put up a valiant effort. It looks like Chev is going to finish this thing right now. We're about to see a Mortal Kombat finish him.
What a pitch on a 3-1 count, huh?
Backdoor curveball for a strike. Absolute dot. Oh, is that going to do it? Swinging a drive to left field. Perfect. It is a wrap, man. Oshev takes out the sweaty. Top 50 versus top 50. He turned it on, man. Cream rises to the top, baby. What a performance, man. That was the offensive show that we actually believed was going to happen. And sure enough, they put on a treat for us, man. I can't wait to get these guys in the booth and just hear what Chev had to say there, man.
Yo, true. GG's, bro.
Unbelievable. Absolute. So MLB The Show Zone at home. Absolute insane scoring in this game. I couldn't agree more, man. Ray Cheesy as well. What a game. Unbelievable stuff right there, man.
Absolutely.
These points are going to be absolutely wild, man. What a freaking game. It looks like it looked. Okay, he was just blocking it. Look at those ratings right there. 1,110, 1,083. This is why these guys are so good, man. These guys get up to that 1,200 rating, man. The elite players. 22 hits, 19 runs.
Santander.
That was a bloodbath, guys. That was a bloodbath. If you guys are sitting at home, and make sure you guys are active in the chat. Again, we want to thank Eric for being in here for game one, man. He actually spent a little bit more time than what he had to. But again, it was great having him on there, man, and him sacrificing his time around Christmas with his wife who's pregnant. God bless those guys. Merry Christmas. But we do want to thank Eric, the King of Juco, for kicking it with us again today, man.
Holding true to 4 runs.
Hey, what's up?
That's just me, though. Oh, it says 8 earned runs.
Wonderful, man. Absolutely. Let's bring Chev in and see what he's got to say, man.
That was dubs.
Good stuff.
Super good vibes.
Holy shit, this is crazy, chat. This is crazy.
We'll do our thing. 22.
Unmute your microphone.
My bad. I just figured out Discord. 6 innings.
Chev, what the hell was that, my man?
I told you. I had to get wild.
What an absolute performance. 19 runs, 22 hits, the Mercy. I'm going to be absolutely, I'm anticipating a monster score. This thing is going to put you right up there at the top with Graceful Swan, man.
I gotta catch Swanee.
Tell me your adjustments. Like, what was your plan there? You just staying locked in?
I just had to get sweaty. True was dotting me. His defense he got Angels in the outfield that game. I don't know what was going on with his defense. That shit was crazy. But I know True's nasty, and I had to really lock in. And I knew sometimes in 2-strike counts, he got a little freaky and started throwing curveballs up in the zone and backdoor curveballs. So I was waiting for it, but I had to really put my foot on the gas because I can't let True hit. He's too good. Can't let him do it.
Man, what a performance. Like, everybody, including myself, was anticipating that matchup, man. And it did not disappoint, dude. Like, it really didn't. We're talking 34 hits. I said that was going to be over 35 runs. Over 30. With 30 runs? Man, 27 runs, dude. Like, what an absolute performance, dude. You're going to be in the driver's seat leading into week 3, brother.
Hey, it's all about put on a show for everyone watching. And I said if this game went full 9 innings, I think it's easily over 30 runs combined. We might both score 30. I don't know if there was a full 9 innings. You never know. But this was super fun. I had a great time this week.
Unreal, man. Dude, I appreciate you putting on a show there, man. Thanks for the pregame, running into the booth, man. And obviously, it's always a pleasure speaking with you in postgame interviews, dude. I'm looking forward to seeing what you've got in week 3 after Christmas, man. But thanks for your time today. Thanks for entertaining the masses, dude. And dude, listen, enjoy your Christmas, and I guess I'll see you in the new year, brother.
Likewise, man. Keep killing it. The booth, so colorful. I love the job you guys are doing, and I'm looking forward to week 3. I had a lot of fun the first 2 weeks.
And just before you go, man, D1 ends up beating Juco, dude. That's something you can hang your hat on today.
Oh, I gotta get him for that. I didn't get him yet for that, so I'll remember that one.
Never in doubt, brother. Hey, Godspeed, dude. I'll catch you up after Christmas.
Yes, sir, man.
Take care, brother.
Peace.
Truman Nation. Let's see if this man knows how to unmute his mic. The Cowboy Truman Nation. What is going on, man?
I'm unmuted. I just have no words.
Dude, what a freaking display. Listen, I know that the Mercy, I know it stings. Listen, man, you put on a hell of a performance as well, dude. You guys were both getting cracked. Pitching was getting sweaty. The perfects. The home run, 494 feet, I believe. That's a cash in. That's a cash out move, True.
We will take that. No, in all reality, I'm totally kidding. It was a fantastic game. Going into it, honestly, I wasn't necessarily thinking a Mercy was incoming, but I was more so in the mindset that we're playing against the ball. We're not playing against Chev. You know, if he puts up 18, he's going to get his. We need to try to get ours for the sake of the points. So that game, it wasn't necessarily win or lose for me. It was put up as many points as we can. Unfortunately, it ended early, obviously. But, I mean, 8 runs, we'll take it still.
Man, and dude, I was sitting here with Eric Sim, and when you were down, man, and you made that charge back. I believe the score was like you came back to be within one run. It was like 9-8, dude. What a push to make a comeback there and make that thing really interesting and really fight towards the end of that game, man. Obviously it didn't go your way, dude. But again, with that high elevation, power swings, there can be a little RNG here and there, man. But you guys just put on an absolute fucking fireworks display, man. It's exactly what I expected, dude.
Yes, sir. No, it was I tell you what, you cannot throw to that man, Chev. I mean, in all reality, I don't know what I could have done differently pitching-wise. I really don't. I mean, we weren't missing down the middle by any means. Maybe we could have worked in some high off-speed a little bit more. But, I mean, we gave him the different looks that we were going for, and he was just all over everything. But that man's one of the best players in the world, so and he showed that tonight.
And so are you, man. But listen, dude, I appreciate you. Thanks for spending the time today. Thank you for putting on a show. The pre-game interviews, all the time you sacrifice to be a part of this thing, man. Obviously coming in the booth afterwards. Dude, I just hope you have a great Christmas. Enjoy that time with Maddie. And I'll catch up with you, obviously in your stream or just after Christmas, man. Thank you for your time, brother. It was a hell of a performance.
Oh, no, thank you guys as well. You guys put in an absolute ton of time as well into this, making this whole operation go around. So I appreciate you guys too, and Merry Christmas.
Thank you, True. I'll catch you up in the new year on Brokeback Mountain fishing trip on me.
Yes, sir. I'll catch you later.
Take it easy, buddy. Thank you, man. Wow. Well, and I'm just receiving some information here, tallied up by I believe Showzone. The graphics will be up here in a moment, but the score is, I do have the scores. I do have them. And you're going to be surprised, guys. 294 for TJ, for Truman, 294 points. Man, that's going to put him right up there. We'll see. Yet to find out. He may or may not have actually jumped above Swan. That'd be a big ask, but he's definitely going to be right around there in the pinnacle. Man, what did you think there, dudes? It was an absolute display, man. Like, just to watch those guys play at that level, that was a real treat. Obviously, it's yeah, there's just the thing is, when you face guys like that, man, once they get the momentum going, there's just little to no room for error when they get locked in like that. And we saw it, man. Like, with a matchup like that, with them both being top 50 caliber players, it's really just whoever gets cracked on the day, man. And Chev came away with it, really locked in. Man, what a performance! I'm excited to see what Day and Scan have involved as well, man. Scan has been locked in, playing ranked season, playing BR, the Diamond Dynasty Invitational. He's been playing a real high level of baseball, man. So it's Day's gonna have his handful with my broadcast buddy here, Scan.
Yeah, I'm curious to see the outcome today and how he's going to approach Scan. The last time I talked to Scan, he let me know that the two of these have quite the history. Scan had mentioned that the two of them were best of friends, or he was the first real contact that he had with MLB The Show, getting into the community. So there's a lot on the line here. There's a lot of bragging rights that are ready to go.
There is. Yeah, I mean, dude, if you were a gambling man, who are you putting your money on this game? I mean, me, I don't think I can go away from Scan. If I'm putting money on the line, I think I have to go with Scan.
Oh man, it's tough to say, and today out there, don't take it personal, but I mean, Scan is an absolute monster. I mean, he's coming off the Invitational with some really big wins. I mean, he only lost to Weens from my understanding. So it's one of those things where if I'm a betting man, I'm putting all in on my man Scan.
Okay, and just so you guys know, we just had some volume actually pop out. The chat just filled me in. Thank you guys for being active in the chat and filling me in. So what the points were, Chev came in with a whopping 717 points. Truman came in with 294. So Scan, like we said, I know you guys said the audio cut out. Chev's really put himself in the driver's seat to be up there with Graceful Swan, man. but just massive display of points, ran away with it. I believe the Mercy accounts for extra points as well. Obviously, I think the win gets you 50 on top of the points. But listen, I think it was 22 hits, and was it how many runs did Chev score, dude?
Quite a few. I mean, last time I checked,
was it
at least 13,
18 to 8, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
just absolute massive performance.
And this just in too, we finally have our graphic ready to go. So give me one quick sec while we switch everything over. And you can see here
19.
And there you go. We can see what the results that we got. 294. It looks like it was the graphics are a little messed up here. We'll switch it up here. But that was 717 for Ochev. We'll get that going right now. But overall, great performance. Amazing performance for both competitors. But Chev really ran away with it there.
And I think we're almost ready to jump into game. But we're probably into games here. How they're approaching each other. Hopefully, they answer the bell early. The last thing you want to do is let Scan jump off to a big early lead. You know, you really want to control the momentum. Otherwise, what we've just seen, these top players will run away with it.
Yep, and Mangoes, it looks like we cut a little bit of audio there while you're running through that bit, but I think we got you back now.
Okay, so we lost a bit of audio?
Yeah,
so like I was saying.
Chat's saying we had a little bit of robot Mangoes, but we got you back. I think we're back, and we're ready to go.
And listen, for you guys at home, thank you guys for being patient. You know, with Discord, you know, you can have, you know, some drop in the audio, the bit rate, but yeah, look. This is going to be an interesting game. We're about to pan into Scan v Day. What I was just saying before is I think Day's big key to this game is not letting Scan run off to an early lead and get that momentum. What we saw earlier, you know, with these top players, man, the last thing you want to do is give them a head start. So it's going to be crucial that Day gets on the board early and then manages to lock in and pitch. But, we'll be with that game here shortly.
Yeah, I mean, you nailed it. Baseball is about a game of momentum shifts, and if Day can find a way to hold them for the first couple innings, we'll see how it goes. But if we're ready, let's jump into this Game 2 intro.
Let's jump in.
All right, let's jump in here, everybody.
Okay, now we're going to take a look at the Twitter polls. Oh, and it looks like we've got my friend and your friend Scan as the favorite with 70%. So he's definitely the favorite. And I'm just catching up with some of you guys at home here talking in the chat. Appreciate you guys all being here, man. It's been absolutely awesome. If I've missed anything, well, you know, various points throughout the broadcast, I'll be jumping in. Let's pan over and take a look at this week's lineup for Scan and Day Holy Grail. And there we have it. Okay, my friend Scan, he's kicking off with Fernando Tatis Jr., Anthony Santander, Chris Davis, Ronald Acuna Jr., Joey Gallo, Gary Sanchez, Eduardo Escobar, Trevor Story, Cy Young. I don't know if he's going to start Cy Young. That's interesting. Jared Walsh, Mike Zunino, Mitch Haniger, Edward Encarnacion, and Jorge Soler on the bench. Now, if he starts Cy Young, I mean, I'm going to be very shocked. But knowing Scan, he does some weird things. Be interesting. Let's pan over and take a look at what Day Holy Grail's got for us. And there we go. Again, we're seeing things that are very similar. Fernando Tatis Jr. leading off, Joey Gallo, Mitch Haniger, Eduardo Escobar, Shohei Ohtani playing right field. That's interesting. Mike Zunino hitting 6, Steve Finley, Gary Sanchez, Christy Mathewson on the bump. I'm going to go ahead and say he is going to pitch with Christy. Jared Walsh, Edward Matthews, Ronald Acuna Jr., Jorge Soler, and Brandon Wisdom on the bench. Man, actually, this is the first time I've seen 2 different lineups, so I'm excited to see what happens here. 2 interesting pitches. Steve Finley, Gary Sanchez, Christy Mathewson on the bump. It's going to be a lot of junk. It's going to be a long game with that wind-up too. Jared Walsh, Eddie Matthews, Ronald Acuna Jr., Jorge Soler, and Patrick Wisdom bench.
Yep. And it looks
look at Scan.
There's Scanny right there. It looks like we're still waiting to connect to the Holy Grail stream. If we run into any additional problems, we will just run through scans tonight. We're just waiting there. So let's see if we can bring him in. But I'm ready to go if they are. Give me one quick moment here while we just.
And that's fine. And you just take your time and go through that, man. That gives me an opportunity to talk to all the folks at home and catch up with what they thought about the first game and how they're feeling about this game.
Perfect.
I'm just going to read some of the messages in the chat. We got Ansel Armstrong, another competitor here in the DCCL. Day has the rivalry effect in his favor. I disagree, Ants. I disagree. What else have we got here? Trying to beg with the wife. Mango's voice. Come on, the effing Dude, we getting some lag here? Come on, Brad. Maybe that's just your internet.
It might be Brad's. Brad's often says that if one of he's in our streams. I think it might be Brad's.
It's Brad. It's a Brad issue, or it could be a Discord issue. My man Mike, I'm here for the mullet flow of awesomeness. Listen, man, I'm hiding it today. I don't want to take away the shine from Scan, Day, Chev, and Truman. But take this beanie off. You guys aren't even going to be watching the gameplay. You're just going to be watching my mullet flap in the air conditioning wind, right? So I do appreciate that, fellas. Let's go. What do we got there? Grace Swan. I'm curious if it causes errors that leads to runs. What's Swan talking about? Zanino out of position at first going to be interesting. That will be interesting. Let's see if that comes back to hurt him. Yeah, when I saw it, I thought that Zanino was going to be catching, but I was also interested to see him at first base as well. Scumbag says I'm here for the Chev show. Dude, the Chev show's over. Put an exclamation mark on that performance. That was scary. Leading into the next week, it's going to be an interesting matchup when we finally get a chance to see Grace Swan and Chev match up. And there we have. I think we got some. No, we don't have graphics. Well, you guys will soon have the graphics here. But Scan is actually on set from his mother's basement. He had to pack up his streaming setup over the Christmas holidays. Obviously, he's spending Christmas with the folks. So for Scan to be able to do this, he's had to pack up all of his stuff, transport it to his mom's house, and he's just pretty much rebuilt his setup. So it's going to be a slightly different look from Scan on today's broadcast, but I don't think that's going to affect the Scan to Bear. And with that Dugout Creative jersey, shout out Dugout Creative. Make sure you guys have also hitting the links, making sure you're following Dugout Creative on Twitter, on Twitch. The website's also active. I believe that at some point we'll be selling merchandise for the uniforms and obviously Dugout Creative brands here shortly. In fact, they might actually be live, but check that out. We'll probably put some links in the chat.
All right, and it looks like they are getting ready to set up. I'm looking at Scan turning on the PS5, and I think we're getting close here. We're getting close here, everybody.
Again, guys, we really thank you guys for being here, spending your Christmas break. We hope everybody all at home is having happy, safe Christmas. Make sure you guys are careful on the roads. We know that some of the roads can be icy when you're traveling to and from your family's house. Just be careful. Thanks for spending your time here with us, man. We're going to ring in Christmas and the New Year. Dugout Creative. We're going to have a ton of fun, man. But we do appreciate all the viewers and everybody coming in and throwing support. The messages that we've been receiving on Twitter, the whispers, the DMs, the support has just been tremendous. The feedback that we've got has been unreal. If you guys do have any recommendations for team builds leading into week 3-4, we do take those into consideration. So if you guys got any creative ideas and you want to forward them on to us, by all means, go ahead and do that. Who knows? You might see week 4 your idea turn up. But yeah, it's exciting stuff, man. We'll lead through week 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I think it's week 8. It'll be live finals in California at the Dugout Creative headquarters.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I know it's early. Major. But I mean, is there a clear front runner right now? I mean, I know Swan is just waking up in demon mode every time he touches a controller for this Creator League. But what are some of the guys that are taking away here? They're running with it.
Yeah. I mean, look. I think it's been safe to say that when it really gets down to this competitive thing, we do know that Graceful Swan is not that top 50 caliber player like a guy like TJ, maybe Scan or Chev, but he has definitely put himself in the dark horse race to try and really, position himself in the finals and run away with it. But what I just saw from Chev today, and what I've always seen from Chev within ranked seasons or BR, if he gets hot, I believe he's going to be the favorite. I really do.
Yeah, I'd have to agree.
My money at the end of the year is going to be somewhere around. It's probably going to be around Chev or Graceful, and that's just a testament to just Graceful just turning up and being competitive when it counts.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. However, I would be curious to see what a healthy 100% Ray comes with. I'd like to see. I know week 1 he wasn't feeling that great. But we all know that flawless man could come up and turn up at any moment. So I'm interested to see what comes along with him as he gets back to health here. And Ray, if you're out there, we hope you're feeling better, my man.
Yeah, big shout out to Ray, just busting back. He's healing up from COVID, feeling better, and hopefully he leads into Christmas and the New Year bouncing back at 100%. But I agree with you, man. That guy is an absolute BR monster. Anytime you run into a week and it's on all-star difficulty, he's always at a chance to just, go crazy. So that's a good call. Another one that I'm really rooting for, which I just don't think he's got a snowflake's hope in hell, is DC. Shout out DC. Listen, man, I'm pulling for you, brother. Us country boys, listen, I'm country in Australia. I know you're about as redneck as it gets, man. I'm pulling for you, brother. I hope you pull your shit together and put on a display in week 3, man. God knows you need it. And obviously the little cyclist Ants. I can't forget my boy.
Absolutely.
Aspiring golfer.
And, you know, it's worth mentioning that although DC has had, a rough couple of games, I would say that of all the guys here, and, this isn't, a discredit to anybody else, but I would say that DC cares the most, just based off of what I've seen personally. And so I know if there's one man who's got the energy and the effort and the willpower to get it, he's going to find his way, especially with that multiplier. Don't count him out. He's on the board now. He had a really great game in regards to points. I think he's going to come back here.
I agree. And big shout out to DC. Another thing, if you guys haven't realized, DC did put up a PSA on his Twitter account. He is moving full-time to YouTube. So here at the Dugout Creative, man, we like to make sure we're helping everybody. Moving from Twitch over to YouTube, it's a big move. So make sure you guys, if you didn't realize that, make sure you guys go over there and support him on his journey changing platforms. It's going to be a tough movement, but like DC said, it's the right move for him. Let's continue to show support for him over on that other platform. But yeah, congrats on the move, DC. We're all proud of you, man. We're pulling for you. You're gonna get our support, man, wherever you go. You could be on OnlyFans, dude, and we'd all be subscriing. So much love to you, my buddy.
Oh my goodness, yes. That's one that
and
the wife.
DC.
Yeah,
he'll take a shirt off. He'll get the chesticles out. He'll get the chesticles out on OnlyFans, man.
Yeah, absolutely. That's one I don't think the wife would mind if I'm subscribed to that channel, man.
No, she wouldn't. Just don't let her peek on it, dude. You might end up being divorced.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't want your wife packing up your bags and trying to move in with DC. I think DC's my wife would mind.
Alrighty, and looks like we now have baseball boys. They had a little bit of difficulty. Let's see if we got this up and running. Give me one quick sec while we switch this over here. And we should be good to go.
Perfect, and there we go. Look at Scan, looking just as handsome as ever from his mother's basement, dude. Hey, look, this is going to be an interesting matchup. Let me pull this up into full screen. Here we go.
Yep, and then go for it.
We have. Is it Scan pitching right now?
It looks like.
Day's pitching, Scan's hitting.
So let me switch this over for everybody. Now, it looks like we had some difficulties with the Holy Grail when he was getting his stream set up. So give me one quick moment. We should be back into here. And there we go.
Get through, baby.
Chop it down the left field line, man. That's a good way to kick off the ball game. 98 speed on the base pass. Lead off, little chopper. He's got that platoon advantage.
Day is dialed in. He's dialed in right now. He's hyped on the single to start off the game.
He is. He looks like he's locked and loaded, man. And straight off the bat, this is something we haven't seen too much of, man. Stealing bases.
Yes.
Takes that base, gets rid of that double play. Screwball up and in. This is going to be interesting to see who manages to mix up their pitches in different locations, man. This is definitely something you're going to have to do to compete against guys like Scan, Truman, and Chev. You just can't stick to those regular pitch locations. Tunneling is going to be everything.
Full count.
It's a great first start to him, though, but you have to feel that he has to come away with a run here, right? At least one or two in this top of the first.
Ball 4, baby.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if maybe he puts up a 3 or 4 spot, man. Especially look, Day has to get off to a lead, man, because once Scan gets the bat in his hands, it could get ugly. So it's going to be crucial. He's got none out, runners on first and second. He's got to make sure he doesn't roll into a double play here, get that crooked number up, get rid of those early game jitters, and just lock in.
And a single through. That's huge. He can't send him though, right?
He can't send him, no, but he got a little lucky there with that very early swing. He dumped that into left field. And Scan's in a little bit of trouble here, man. One swing, dude. It could be, swing 4-0. This could be
very surprising. Oh, I'm interested to see how aggressive that Day is. Last week we saw that he had one hell of an eye. when he was playing. So I'm curious to see if that continues without the strike zone. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Swing and a drive, dude. He just destroyed that Eduardo Escobar moonshot. Absolute freaking piss missile.
What
and just like that, there's none out.
Wow. Wow.
Could we have gotten it wrong, man? Did I jump on Scan's nuts a little too early and Day's taking it personal?
There's a possibility. I couldn't blame him if he did. However, it's still early. It's still early. We all know that Scan's gonna score, but it's a matter of how many that Day can come across here and if he can hold them.
Unbelievable, man. And there's still none out. Like at this point, you know, Scan's going to have to make an early move to the bullpen because that 4 spot in the first is really going to deplete the confidence of his starting pitcher. This is going to be a long game of different pitches.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree. And it seems like he's seeing Presley really well. I mean, he's patient, finding the right pitches. Now, the one thing I would say, though, is that it's great to put up a 4 spot, but sometimes you get too elevated, and next thing you know, you turn right back around and opponent scores a couple, and next thing you know, it's a 4-2 game. Next thing you know, you can't hold them. So we'll see. Uh-oh.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my goodness.
And a swing and a drive to right field with Mike Zunino. Day has taken this personally. He has literally heard me talking shit in the booth, and he's like, fuck you, Mangoes. I'm going to prove a point. I don't even think Day's not even trying to beat Scan right now. Day's just trying to make me eat a shit burger.
Yeah, he's trying to make me eat a shit
burger.
I can't blame him.
And right now, I got to be honest. I got to be honest right now. He's making me eat that shit burger. I'm eating my words. Day has just jumped. Listen, he's not done yet. There's only 1 out in the first.
Not at all. I think Day was a little upset that he didn't wear anything to show the chest hair today. He's trying to get those buttons, man.
Oh my God, man. Wow, man, he does look locked in. You're right. He looks like he's focused in, man.
He's focused. He came with a mission today. But
Graceful Swan in the chat says y'all don't know about Day, bro. And listen, Swan, I'll have to agree, man. I did not know Day was going to step up like this. This is not the start that Scan wanted to get off to.
No, not at all. This isn't a start that anybody wants to get to, and there's a walk as well. So he's still, that's the big thing. He's still staying patient, although he's still up 5, which is very key here.
It is. And listen, for the folks at home, we also need to remember, this is Scan's first week. If he gets mercied, this is not a good start to the league. You know, he needs to make sure he gets some points. If if this gets starts getting near 7-8 run lead, it could end up being an early finish.
It could be, but here's the big moment though, is if what's going to happen with Scan up to hit. That's going to be the biggest determining factor here in this game, is if he can come back and find his way, which I believe he will. I believe he will. However, did Day just wake up a beast? That's the question.
And listen, man, Scan is extreme. If you thought Day was patient, Scan is very patient. We witnessed that as he swings at an absolute dot. Wow. But if you watch him in the Diamond Dynasty Invitational, his approach at the plate was, it was very patient. He had great discipline. It's just, like we said earlier in week 1, when you get away to a deficit, you tend to press and you will chase those pitches. So it's all going to be whether or not Scan can make adjustments and just play station to station and just think 1 run at a time. If he sees that deficit at 5, 6, 7 runs, he's going to find himself chasing after pitches outside the strike zone.
Absolutely, and you see an interesting look on Scan's face right now. You almost wonder if he's pressing a little bit. It is the first. There's plenty of outs, but man, it seems like we got a little bit of a different Scan right now. Might be in some uncharted territory for the Invitational.
Yeah.
However, I think if Scan can find a way, he'll dial it in. This is going to turn into a really sweaty one, though. I got a feeling that this is going to turn sweaty real quick if Scan can find a way to minimize.
Yep, he has to lock in. If he locks in again, like I was saying, and he thinks of that big number, that's going to be the worst thing he can do. Station to station, just get on the scoreboard, get rid of those jitters, and then just figure out a way to pitch. And he should be able to chip away. It looks like Day's pitching as well. Day's not only his offense, dude, he seems like he's actually making some good pitches.
Yeah, and I think it's a really smart move to go with Fernando Valenzuela. I think we've all been there facing Fernando, and he's just made us look ridiculous on all the off-speed. Sometimes I feel like the curveball that he throws gets faster as it gets closer to you, and I think it was just a good option here to start the game. I think that's where I would go if I was playing.
Yeah, I was actually surprised that more guys didn't use Fernando. Oh man, I can see that. I can see.
Oh, come on.
Oh, you can hear it.
I can see the concentration.
You can feel it.
Yeah. This will be a massive inning. 1, 2, 3 inning right here, dudes.
Huge.
And this is a massive inning for Day.
It is a huge momentum shift. Have to agree.
Yeah.
And there it is. Wow.
For some reason,
Wow. Who in the chat
a
called
5
that?
spot and a 1, 2, 3 inning.
Who in the world called that? Let me see in the chat right now. Who in the world had this? Who in the world predicted this? Because not us. Apparently they need to be in the broadcaster spot and take my spot. And let's switch this over here.
Yeah, Day's locked.
You can see it.
Day's absolutely fucking locked. Yeah, I can feel it. I can see it. He's out to prove a point today.
Now, I know it's early, but just based off of all the hours that I've spent in Scan's streams, I don't hear him cuss a lot. Will we hear some of that today? Do we think we hear Scan drop a fuck bomb,
Nope.
or do you think we'll get there?
Nope, I do not. No, I don't.
man.
I think that Scan rages in lowercase.
Yes.
I do not anticipate any cuss words coming out of my man Scan.
Oh man, that is one of the best analogies I've ever heard. Rages in lowercase. Oh my.
He rages in lowercase.
Yes, sir. And Mangoes, I'm not sure if you can hear it right now. We'll have to work on the audio so you can hear it the next time around. However, Day is listening to some Eminem right now, trying to just get really dialed in, and that might be the different factor here today.
He's got that 8 Mile vibes going on right now.
Yep.
He also looks like a serial killer. He
Yes.
looks serious.
Yes.
He's lowered those brows. His eyes are shifted up, and he's chasing fucking stink nuggets in the dirt. That's a terrible swing, Day.
Terrible swing, but a good 2 quick outs for Scan here. Get a little bit of a momentum shift, feeling a little bit better. Should expect a different result at the plate if he can come out of this without giving up one.
That's actually that's a very good point. That's huge. If you know that is everything right now. Scan does need to actually minimize right now and get the sticks hot.
Yeah. And you know, something that's worth noting that is this is, I believe, his first game of the series, correct? Of the entire league.
Yeah, that's what we were just touching on before. That's what I was saying. Like, you just don't want to jump in. Is he? No.
That's caught.
Are you?
Oh man, PCI check on that one. I didn't get a chance to see it, but he thought he got it. He thought he got that
Can we
one.
just talk about Day celebrating right there with an absolute freaking turd swing? That's terrible, Day. Quit begging.
Oh,
we don't
man.
beg around here at the Dugout Creative League, man. There's no begging.
Hey,
All
when
right, you
you're
already put up a 5 spot.
when you're the
don't need any
underdog
more
up
help.
5, why not beg a little bit, baby? Why not try and
he's
inch for a
begging.
little bit more, huh? Try and take that mile.
He's begging, man. He's fucking got his hat out and he's after his Christmas shekels. Shekels for the poor. Oh, good pitch.
Great pitch, but
Screwball that in that little middle zone right there. It's very tough
Nasty.
to get the PCI when you find those in between locations.
oh my goodness. He's having a tough time. Having a tough time picking it up for obvious
I
reasons.
don't know how it's so early on that screwball. That sucks.
Oh my god.
Wow.
And Fernando just might be the wave.
See, he just said it himself. You didn't quite hear it, but he said Fernando might just be the wave. And I think he's got his number right now.
I think what's really going to be the deciding factor in this game is if we can get to the 7th inning, rumor has it that Scan's mum is going to come in from the kitchen with a sticky date pudding, and once Scan receives that pudding, he might turn into a beast.
Yeah, it's very similar to Michael Jordan's water, right? Or special in
Secret stuff.
Yeah, the secret stuff.
Little mama Scan coming in with a sticky date pudding in the 7th inning stretch, and we might see Scan actually pull up his boots.
We would love to see it. I do think, and now, that's a great hit. Again, beat the shift. I think that's through
There you go.
even with, and that's a good start.
Almost very late.
Oh
And he
my,
beats
that
you
would
out
have been a
second.
killer.
That's the pitch you need to hit right there.
Absolutely can't miss that one. I think he's having a tough time picking up that pitch specifically, though. I feel like that's a pitch that when Scan's dialed in, is he can't miss. See, he did again.
And there it is.
There it is again.
He's
He's
got
not
to hit
picking
that
that up.
shit. You have to hit that. Those are the cookies that you can get that launch angle with, man.
Yep, absolutely.
You can catch the bottom half of that that baseball with the PCI and just launch it.
I'm taking a look at the PCI checks, and it's nowhere near right now for Scan. Take a look at this one here. You'll see. I mean, that one's a little bit closer, but overall on that screw, he's having a tough time seeing it.
God dang it, man.
I wonder if the X factor for this game is having Costco internet at his mother's house.
Yes.
It could be. Scan could be running on like a really bad connection, high ping. He's playing on mum's oven baked Wi-Fi. That could be the issue.
It's broken.
I would have to
I'm out
agree.
here just trying to. I'm just out. What the hell was that? I'm just out here trying to help Scan the best I can right now.
Wow. Scoreless through 2. Scoreless through 2 for Scan.
This isn't looking good, and the reason why is because once we get to that 4th inning, all bets are off. Whoever gets at that point, it's a race to 10 runs.
Absolutely.
You know, and I believe Day understands that. He's like, what?
Hey,
all bets are off after the 4th inning.
Day right now is shaking. He's getting up. He's taking walks. I mean, we love to see it, but my only question is, does he get too dialed in? Sometimes, I mean, I've been there. I've been there plenty of times. Mangos, you were in one of my last streams. Sometimes you get that momentum and get too up on yourself, and the next thing you know, MLB The Show has something completely different.
That's exactly right, man. This game will humble you really quickly.
One thing that's interesting is that I haven't seen anything today that was too terrible of PNG. I wonder if that comes into play for either of these guys as we get into these later innings. RNG, apologies. RNG, yes.
Yeah, that was the X factor. That was the X factor 2 nights ago, man. Oh, that's the pitch you want right there. Yeah,
and that's the difference.
That could be a home run, man. You know, if it's early or very early, I understand, but I see a lot of those down and in just early balls stay fair.
And as of right now, that's the biggest difference of this game. I feel like our man Day has not missed any of them. I mean, that one there just a bit early, which is why it goes foul, but I feel like he's having much greater swings right now.
Front door slider. That now you're pitching, Scan. That's what you need to do. Mix that up. Execute your pitches.
Yep.
And then if you notice right there, so he went the front door slider and then he tried to tunnel it with the curveball. He wanted to make it look like that same first pitch. Oh wow, that's exactly what Scan needed.
You nailed it. The slider inside, set up the curve, and then set up that slider on outside to roll up for a double play. You called it.
Yep.
We'll watch this pitch before we switch over, and away we go.
How am I early?
There's that easy bake oven Wi-Fi right there, Scan. Clean it up, son.
I think this is the inning. I'm gonna call it right now.
No, the PCI is there.
I think this is the inning right now.
There is a PCI. I'm moving. It just you can't see.
Yeah, well, if it doesn't get close to that 10-run threshold, I think you're gonna really. It's gonna come down to who manages their bullpen and their pitches better.
Yep.
I think I think what's happening is he's really sniffing that if he has that big inning, he does get within that mercy territory, and he's putting a little bit too much pressure on himself to bust out with a 3-run, 4-run inning.
Yep.
He just needs to play. He just needs to play 1 run at a time and keep pitching, and the mercy will come if he executes.
Yep. And at this point, up 5 this early. I mean, I might trade it out for a run here. I'm not trying to press too much. Keep the sticks hot. I think he got that one.
And that's a PCI check.
PCI check.
Yeah, you know what time it is?
My goodness, but is that the momentum shift that he needed?
I believe it will be.
Absolutely.
I genuinely believe it will be. Yeah. All you need is a little confidence,
RNG,
man.
there we go. We just talked about it. That's the first one, and he's now playing his bing, bing, bong, bong, fuck your life.
And if you guys have never heard that, it is something to behold.
Get through.
Oh my
and
goodness.
it got through too.
Then another one.
We're seeing a little bit of that RNG help right now, dudes.
I might have jinxed it. That was my apologies there today.
That home run was completely off PCI. That was an inside pitch, almost very late, that they rewarded him with a hit through that 6-hole.
Oh no!
And then
oh my gosh! And there it is.
Bong.
Bing bong! You nailed it. And now this is quickly a 2-run game, and Scan is now laughing. I see a smile on Scan. We're in trouble.
Yeah, little Scandarella was, he had a little, stink eye on before, and looks like he's actually loosening up, and he's a little bit happier now.
Oh man, I hate to say it, but I just had a feeling that this was the inning. I could not have called the bad PCI home run, but you can see Scan right now. He's got a smile. He can say it's happening. He's bing-bonging all over the place. This might be the turning point here. No outs in the inning too.
Now I can't hear him, but what I believe I should be hearing is Scan yelling out "Mum, the meatloaf." Like I honestly think that there's no way that gets down.
Nah, that's got to be there.
And the right fielder tracks that down in the gap, man. I think Scan's going to tie it up right here, man. I think that he's going to get something going here, and I think we could be going into the fourth with a tie ball game. Just needs to get another fluky bloop and go yard.
Yep. I'm waiting for somebody to hit that bullseye out there in center field. Dying for it.
Yeah, I'm interested to know. Like, listen, Tater's freaking. Believe building these stadiums, and I just want to know. I'd love to know the distance to actually hit that bullseye. If it is within reach, if it's 490, 500, but it's definitely a poke out there over the batter's eye.
We've seen a couple guys go over, but haven't seen anybody hit it quite yet. But huge inning for Scan.
Oh, there was some. I didn't see. Someone went over that.
Yeah, I believe someone went over that last week.
That is a monster.
It was probably Swan the way he was swinging.
The Phoenix.
All right, but now here's a big inning. Does Day press now? Now that he just gave up 3, does he press? Does he stay consistent in taking good pitches?
Yeah.
9 innings.
Yeah. Let's just hope that Day's, ass doesn't tighten up here. He just needs to keep executing his pitches.
You nailed it. I can see it with the brow right now. The brow's a little raised. It's not so low anymore.
Yeah, he's a little expressive.
Good leadoff walk for him, though.
And if you notice that, see, Scan's not going to give him a chance to steal second, so he's mixing in that slide step here.
Mm-hmm. Which is a good call out.
Yeah.
I don't feel like Chev or TJ needed to steal a bag today, but it was interesting to see Day take advantage early on, and Scan is now well aware of that. And there it is.
And there he goes.
Oh, my God. And there he goes.
It's a swing and a drive. That's 500 feet.
Absolutely.
No, let's say 460.
I'm going to say 470. I'm going to say 470.
468.
490.
Oh, my God.
Holy shit.
Monster shot, man.
Hey, you know what? The irony here, the Yankee native Gary Sanchez putting it on Scan. Oh, my.
What a swing.
That ball was absolutely
down
mashed.
And in. No PCI check on that one, man.
No,
that was
not
absolutely perfect.
Backbreaker right there if you're Scan.
I gotta keep Sorry in. That was 490.
6 runs. I think he almost got that.
Yep.
That's a pitcher right there. It's Joakim Soria.
Yep. It's a great answer back inning, though. Oh, my God. Let's see, we got the chat saying Gary hits absolute tanks. Killer Presence says that's 20 gifted. Is that 20 gifted, Major?
No. that's 120 a stream. Get out of here, mate. That's a great pitch, man. He finds that little in-between location with the curveball dot. He needs to stick with those little in-between locations.
Yep, if you can see it right there.
Yeah, it just seems like, when you hit the corners with Day, he's getting the PCI to him and he's getting those perfects.
Interested to see if Scan can get out of this down 4. Uh-oh. Oh, just foul. Just foul. If Scan can get out of this at 4, I feel like he finally found his rhythm. We'll see if that's true. Obviously caught some good luck with one of those swings in that past inning, but we'll see if he can come back here. Still staying patient, though.
Nope. Come on, Joey.
And for the folks at home, if you guys haven't tried this yet, if you have not tried hitting without an actual strike zone, without a PCI, you guys don't understand how difficult this is. Have you ever tried this, Mangos?
No, well, I have, but not without this. I've obviously tried no PCI.
Yeah.
But not without the strike zone, and obviously not swinging with power. Because once you start hitting the square button, you really can't stop check swing. So strikeouts go through the roof.
Yep.
You have to just be perfect. You either need to commit to the swing or not even touch the square button. If you breathe on it, you're going to just corkscrew out of the box.
Yep. And you see there a great swing by Day, but no result for it. Hate to see it. And here we go. Big bounce back inning here for Scan if you can find a way.
He needs it.
Come on, Joey. Wow, Bokaloka. Disrespect to the GOAT Joey Gallo.
Oof. Staying low in the zone.
Little frustration on Scan's face there. He needs to make some adjustments, man. He's putting a little bit too much pressure on himself, I think.
Yeah, I think that 2-run home run that he gave up, that Stay fair?
There's one.
Stay fair? Oh, yep. Great
no
swing.
PCI.
No
Didn't even
PCI?
sniff it.
I didn't check it. Let me see.
Oh, he didn't even sniff it.
Wow. And that's not even a strike. At least the last one was a strike. That's out of the zone.
That cannot be a home run. That is so crazy.
No, and the problem is, Mango, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but the problem is when you give guys like Scan, these top 50 guys, the TJs, the Chevs, when you give these guys those kind of swings that keep them in a ball game, it's tough. It's tough to stay in it, and it's tough to find a way back in it.
Yeah, you got no shot. You know, they're already so good as it is, and once they start getting like rewarded with bad swing,
there is another one.
Wow. And that was just a terrible pitch. Great PCI placement.
Yep.
108 exit velo with Eduardo Escobar. I mean, he's such a crucial bat in everyone's lineup this week. It was interesting. I believe that somebody, might have been Thune, that wasn't using Eduardo, which was a surprise, but it seems like everybody else knows that he's the glitch. And he missed the meter.
Oh my gosh.
Did he miss the meter, or was that Zunino out of position?
Is Zunino at first base? Is he at first base?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah,
that had to be out of position. Then I can't imagine a guy with day skills getting in out of meter there. And just like that 2-run home run in the top of the fourth is erased.
I'm calling it right here. Tie ball game.
Tie ball game here.
Billy Wagner versus Zunino. Zunino's splits against lefties are godly. This is a trouble matchup. Oh, and he got him to roll over with a backdoor curveball.
But can he roll two?
He can.
No call by the umpire, but apparently out.
Well, it's literally because Zunino down the line is like towing. He's towing a truck. No?
Yeah.
He's got like fucking 18 bags of potatoes that he's dragging down the dirt behind him.
He's got to unhook the trailer at some point, man.
Yeah, that guy couldn't run himself out of sight in a foggy night. It's slow as shit.
We all know that one guy on the team though. When he smashes the ball down the line and barely gets in the second, everybody's stoked because he made it in there.
Yeah.
Or even better, when they find their way on third for a triple.
I've played with a couple guys like that throughout my career in various times that would drive the ball in the alleys and that you'd see them just, take a turn at first and have to backpedal. It's like, dude, you really need to do some speed training.
And then if they make it there, you got the oxygen tank ready to go for them back in the dugout when they make it there.
Exactly. It's super comical.
Uh-oh. Did he get that one? No, not quite all the way.
It's going to die.
Yep. Come on, bro. Still a better piece than what our man Scan had. Hate to see it.
And listen, like we said, like you touched on, Scan has made a comeback, and it now is that sweaty ball game that we anticipated.
Yeah, we definitely anticipated a sweaty ball game. I did not anticipate Scan to be the beneficiary of some really bad, tough PCI swings, but here we are. Here we are.
Well, he is the Mickey Mouse Diamond Dynasty Invitational guy, so of course he's going to get the RNG on his side.
Yeah, that is true. Where's Ramon?
Shout out Scan. I'm just kidding, but I'm not. Great pitch, front door slider. Yep. That's a terrible location to swing at and a great location to pitch.
Something that's worth noting for Scan too, and not a huge surprise, but he's also mixing up the pitches here. The last couple times he went with the slider in, curveball low, then slider away. That time went back-to-back sliders and tripled up on. Oh, that one's curveball though. So he's mixing up his pitches, mixing up his spots.
Yeah, and listen, this is definitely the ace in the hole with Arrieta on the bump, just because he's got high hits per nine, So with power swing, I know it's on all-star difficulty, but this guy's going to make the PCI about as small as you're going to see for these particular matchups. So, and obviously having, the slider and the curveball.
I got to be honest, I still have absolute fucking nightmares of facing Arrieta on a Hall of Fame or Legend.
Man, on Legend, he's damn near unhittable when you face one of these top 50 guys that are 100% every pinpoint. It's a nightmare. You know, his pitch mix, the PCI is tiny on Legend, the ball teleports. He's an absolute fucking nightmare. I agree.
And another great 2 at bats here, staying patient, although up 2 here.
This is huge right here for Day, man. He really needs to capitalize, man.
You know, Ants, we got our man Ants Longstrom in the chat, and he makes a really good point here. Those walks are going to add up for Day. A lot of us right now, we're just talking runs scored right now, right? 2-run ball game. But in terms of points, I mean, Day's doing a great job of stacking up right now. Win or lose, no matter what the score is. It is 7-5. But when you take into the factor that he's also working great accounts, working walks, it's going to add up for him in the long run.
And that's right. And unlike the first match, this multiplier is different. So Scan is off of a 1 multiplier and Day's off a 1.5.
Correct.
When Truman and Sheb were playing, they were neck and neck with it was an even handicap. So if Day does just keep this close, he will edge out the points just with that extra 0.5 multiplier.
Yep. But this is a pivotal moment right here in this game, especially at the game's midpoint, basically. If Scan gets out of this, I think that might... Just
that's going to die
early.
out there.
He was early. Just early.
Mm-hmm.
Hate to see it.
He lets that get deep and drives that to right field. That ball's absolutely freaking destroyed.
And here we go.
Again, that's a huge, that's exactly what Scan needed to do, man. He had to get out of the fire there, and he executed.
Let's see here. It looks like Scan stream's buffering a little bit. We might have to stay on Days right now. So we'll give Scan a couple minutes. We'll refresh just in case. Maybe it's on my end. We've had plenty of other difficulties today, so we'll assume it's on my end. But we'll stay with Dave for right now until we can make our way back in there.
Yeah. Again, that's Scan's easy bake Wi-Fi going on.
Yep. Once we post game, you got to ask him about it.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna hint on that.
We got Tater Tot in the chat says, I don't believe it's on your end. He's dropping frames. Well, hey, Tater Tot, I appreciate that. It's been a interesting start with getting this entire thing set up, so I appreciate that. And
again, big shout out to Tater Tot for each and every week creating these amazing stadiums for all the folks at home to watch and for us to experience and the competitors to use. Man, thank you again for doing this. That's a swing and a drive.
That is a swing and a drive, and we have a 7-6 ball game.
I don't know what's going on anymore.
That is huge.
Man, I think that was a pretty damn good swing by Scan there too.
I'd have to agree.
No, another off PCI. Oh my Lanta. The X Factor has definitely been RNG. Wow. Scan's getting all the breaks this game, man. That's how MLB The Show can be.
Tough. And if you're Day right now, you have to feel like back's against the wall. You're doing everything right, but just not getting rewarded for it. How do you try and stay engaged? You still have the lead, but does a 1-run lead in the bottom of the 5th really feel like it when you're facing a guy like Scan?
Oof, good pitch by Day right there.
Great pitch.
That up and in location got him to jam it and get under the PCI. And I like that Day just took a little pause break to get some music going to try to get himself locked back in.
Hey, sometimes it's necessary. A good old pause, take a couple seconds to recollect, try and take yourself out of the game can do very well for you. I feel like not enough players do that. You're just in total game mode. You're not taking a moment to just step away. It's like being in the box, you know? It's being in the box and taking a step out, or being on the mound, taking a step off.
That's right. Take a step out, take a step out, have a breather, make some adjustments, and then just try to go out there and execute. You know, that's all you can do. You got to control what you can control, and just try to execute and just trust the process.
Yep, and just try your best to slow the game down just a little bit. Oh my, he's got a guy there.
Day's gonna get there.
Yep.
Died on the warning track. Actually, he died through the wall and made the catch in right field.
Love to see it.
That's huge.
It's huge.
Still got the lead.
Still up, and arguably that was one of Scan's better swings.
Was it? I missed the PCI feedback.
PCI wasn't bad. PCI he was definitely rewarded a bit more for some worse swings.
And we're getting a pinch hitter right here. He's bringing in Jared Walsh. I believe that was the pitcher's spot. So
yes, I believe so. Yep, we got the 9 spot. So Jared Walsh is coming in off the bench, which means we got a new pitcher coming in for our man Day. Oh, a little gamesmanship here right now. A little gamesmanship.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a step out. If I was pitching, I'm stepping off the mound.
Wow, that fooled the shit out of him.
Yep.
That was bad.
Day's out there swinging a fucking wet newspaper.
Interested to see if any of these guys will take a TJ approach today, where if they need to get out of a tough inning, if they take the 50 points to throw a fastball.
Yeah, I just think that this game's way too neck and neck for them to even have that luxury.
Yep.
Just with that, again, if Day or Scan could probably get away with that if there was a good separator of points. Oh, that ball might. No, that's going to die too.
Wow.
Tracked it down on the warning track, man.
Yep.
They wanted it.
Based
He's
off
got to focus up here.
Yep. We got. Okay. There you go, and you nailed it. Right there's the step away.
He's twerking.
He's twerking.
We have a twerk cam. We've got a WAP appearance.
This just in. Yeah.
Sumo squats. Want to see some sumo squats? No. Okay.
Just the good old twerk session to kind of get re-energized and back into the game here. Let's see if it works out for him. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it works out.
Let's see if it works out.
Now we got to pause on Scan's end. Is that what we got going on here?
Ooh, gotta shake it off. Gotta shake it off, fellas. Gotta shake it off. We still got the lead.
Day literally looks like B-Rad from Malibu's Most Wanted right now. I don't know if you guys are old enough to know that movie, but this dude, it looks hilarious what he's wearing.
Absolutely. All we're waiting is for a rap, and I'd love to see it.
Little bit.
He's feeling it. He got a little lucky there. A little bit of RNG gone his way. A little chopper. Not bad PCI, but beats the third baseman down the left field line. He's got a single, one out.
You take anything you can get at this point, especially with some of the swings that Scan has had so far. Might fall.
Oh wow, that was a great swing. Late side of good, dead center PCI. That's got to be rewarded.
Yep.
Considering Scan has got all those no PCI home runs, that has to be home run.
Oh gosh, and keep in mind that's Joey Gallo, a very glitchy swing if you get it right, and especially with 115 power, you're hoping for a better result there.
Yeah, that's baffling that that's not rewarded.
It is.
That's a pitch you got to hit.
Yeah.
Fuck, you got to hit that.
So our man Brad in the chat says, "There's a Ford Maverick."
Let's go, Hanny.
Traffic. And there it is.
Wow.
Scan is out of the inning unscathed, and you feel for Day here.
And listen, more importantly, we need to understand. Scan's going to be hitting in the bottom half. So if this does come down to a tie ball game or just, a one-run deficit, you got to favor Scan getting it done, walking it off. If you're Day, you need to have a 3-4 run cushion or something moving into the 8th and 9th.
Especially getting the late innings. I mean, you nailed it. Scan is probably one of the more clutch players that I've watched play. I've seen him come back plenty of times in that last inning and find a way to make it happen. So it's incredibly important that Day finds a way to put a couple across here and or hold him down. This might be the inning where Scan kind of pulls away or finds a way to come up a little bit. And for the folks at home, we're still having a little bit of technical difficulties with Scan. Looks like it looks clean, but he's a little bit behind here. So we'll stick with Day for right now.
Make the play.
Oh, back off the pitcher's leg. He's got the out of first. Okay.
Big first
Almost
out.
got a little cheesy reward there.
Yep.
That would have been just the icing on the cake if Scan got another chopper back off the ankle.
At this point, if you're Day and that happens, there's nothing more than you can do. We saw a big home run from Gary Sanchez for Day. Curious if he'll perform here for our man Scan. Great take so far.
That's a good piece of hitting right there, man.
Great piece of hitting.
Yeah, I think. Well, actually, it's Scan. We don't know yet. Let's just see.
Yep. Oh, here you go. Here's the card the X Factor card, if you ask me, with an opportunity to put Scan up one. Oh, and there it is, first and second.
I love to see that.
This is when you. I mean, you see what people are made of, man. He's got to find a way to either bring in Kerry Wood, mix something up. He's got to clutch it up here and get out of this inning. Wow, that's a bad input.
Yep. You can only imagine how tight Day's butthole is right now. I mean, it's got to be here.
He needs that ground ball double play, man. If I was Day here, I'd be trying to get that tunnels.
Oh no! And it is. Wow! And just like that, Scan goes up 2.
I think you were probably a little comfortable with that lead, but not anymore. There.
Oh, and Scan is in the chat right now saying, "I thought you were comfortable with that lead, not anymore, baby." And there it is.
I am dying to see this PCI feedback right now.
Yep, I feel like he got that. He had to got that, right?
Yeah, but you just never know.
Oh,
that's perfect.
That was pieced up.
Elite. Yeah.
Sorry, we're good.
2-run ball game. You figured that Scan with enough pitches to see would get there. Now's where it gets scary for Day, right? You just gave up the 3-run bomb. You're chasing 2. This is a pivotal couple outs here. Changing the shift so he no longer gets beat with it.
That's what he needs to do, man. He needs to try to find a way to tunnel that pitch, especially against a righty. You need to get Scan out on the front foot, just like that, to roll it into a double play.
You nailed it.
Just about to finish. Yeah, he finished what I was about to say. That's what he needed to do earlier, but obviously missed over the middle and got punished.
And we're still having some trouble with Scan over here, everybody. He's still
we might not even bother with that. I think his bit rate's just too much of an issue. We're just gonna have to stick with Dave for the rest of the broadcast, I think.
We're gonna have to. I mean, he's still a couple hits, a couple runs behind right now, according to his stream. So we're just gonna have to stick it here.
Yeah. You know what? Even if Scan wins, if it stays right around this kind of deficit with the same kind of hit tallies, I think you're gonna find a score that's very, very close to one another with the point system.
I agree. If he can find a way here to just hold on, maybe put up a couple more, it's gonna be a great turnout for both of them. But first out of the inning, that's big.
Good. Massive.
Now, if you're Day right now, you're chasing 2. You've given up probably 2 or 3 bad PCI home runs. I mean, what are you thinking to yourself right now? You got to stay as best as you can, stay patient. But how do you do it?
I mean, and you know, he's facing Clayton Kershaw, which with these regulations is one of the better pitches. You know, with the regulations, Arrieta, and Clayton Kershaw. These are the tough guys to really face. You know. Well, and he gets a little early. Little almost very early outside the strike zone. Good PCI placement. He dumps that into center field. He's got to get something going right here. He can tie this thing up.
Yep, and not necessarily a bloop, but he's definitely a blast away from tying this up and making this even sweatier. Oh, just missed it.
Man, he'll be kicking himself with that one.
Yep.
He had the right matchup and all, man. The Zunino. Good splits to face a lefty, and if he can piece that up, man, that's a tied ball game. We go into the bottom of the 7th.
I gotta say,
he's got to go lefty.
Yeah, lefty into Steve is gonna favor Scan here. I gotta say though, despite the runs that have been scored, I do like Scan's approach and the way that he kind of set up his bullpen and his bullpen game. You figure he set it up to where now he should be able to close the door down for the next couple innings if he's able to do it.
Yeah, listen, I think Scan's going to run away with this now. He's got a 2-run cushion. Again, he does hit in the bottom half. Got the bottom 7th. If he adds a couple more here, throws a shot down in, it could be pretty much a wrap leading into the 8th and 9th.
Yeah, I kind of see this trending in the same way as we saw for Chev and for TJ, where TJ battled back. But I see right now is that pivotal moment where I think Scan starts to pull away a little bit. A couple good swings here.
What I did see in week 1, though, out of Day, though, he does fight late in the game. He fought late in the game to make it interesting. He was one swing away from
Oh, God. And that is absolutely mashed. 7-10.
The disappointment on Day's face right now, it literally looks like he's woke up on Christmas Day, run out to the Christmas tree, and there's just cow shit underneath it. That's what he looks like right now. He's gone into his stockings and someone's just taken a shit in them.
Yep. Massive shit and no presents there.
I know, JT.
Oh, don't worry, Day. I'll see if I can jump on Amazon and send you a gift, man. I don't want you waking up Christmas Day and just open up turds.
Day's kind of got that look on his face, like when you've had your first job and you got your first paycheck and realized how much taxes got taken out. You're like, what the?
Oh no, the early home run as well.
Oh God, and there it is. 11-7.
You know that's an early home run.
Let's check out the PCI. I missed it. I missed the PCI in that one.
It's early.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost really early.
Early, but centered on the PCI.
That's the game physics that might need to be fixed come 22. I hope it is. Those pitches that are away, they need to be severely nerfed. Because, like, I know that it's high elevation, but it plays like that in ranked seasons as well in Hall of Fame and Legend. You can't be reaching over the plate very early and being rewarded with exit velos. You can't be late on inside pitches and hit balls out to right field and still get that exit velo, and you can't reach and pull. You're very early.
It feels like with MLB The Show, it might have been 2018 where I think the saying in chat, you can correct me, but I think it was be late, be great. And I feel like they certainly nerfed that this year where it's the complete opposite, where it's better to be early than late, of course. But if you're on the right side of early and you've got the PCI on it, it could lead to a bomb just like we saw right there. All right. Our man Day is now chasing 4, heading into the 8th, and you can just feel like all the air's out of the balloon here.
Yeah, and I honestly think that you're going to see Scan try to ride out Clayton Kershaw as long as he can now. I think Clayton finishes it.
Yeah, I think so. But you nailed it. I think in week 1, was it Day versus Ants, where we had to come back in the late innings?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still possible. It's still possible. He had a great first inning. I think there's still a way that he can find it. However, it's the mindset for me right now. You can just see the defeat that he's got on his face. And I think it's definitely possible. Get a couple runs across. Think about the points. He still has a way to come across this or come away with some good points here.
Yeah. He needs... Look, it's definitely possible, but he does need to score 1 run here at least. If he scores 1 run, you go into the 9th with these dimensions, this elevation. A 3-run deficit's obviously... It's not out of the realm of possibility to tie it up or maybe take a lead, put up a 4 spot, but he has to at least get 1. Ideally, a crooked number, 2 or 3 would be good. Give him a fighting chance in the 9th. But if it's a 4-run deficit and going into the 9th, and obviously it could be more with Scan coming up to hit in the bottom of the 8th, it's going to be a wrap.
Yeah, you nailed it. My philosophy has always been, if I'm 1 swing away, I've got a shot, which you figure is a grand slam. But when you're playing a guy like Scan, that's where that changes, where it's like you need to be within 2 going to that last inning. Oh, and there's 1. There's 1. Look how early he was on this one, man.
Man.
There it is. Okay, chasing 3. Huge right there.
He needed it, man. He needed it. It's interesting, but keep in mind, like we said, Scan still hits bottom, so he needs to he needs to find a way to take the lead.
I agree.
Because the way that the game's going, if Scan breathes on a ball, it's gonna go. It's gonna go. He's got like 3 no PCI, and I don't mean no PCI. I mean like not even sniffing its jockstrap, and they've left the yard.
If he finds a way to get 1 ball hair on the PCI, it seems to be leaving the yard right now. So I agree with you here. I do have a question for you, though, and this is something that I talk about with my community a bunch, but the Fernando Tatis finest card, what's your thoughts? I struggle with him personally. I feel like he's hit or miss. What's he been like for you?
Yeah, I actually really like the Fernando Tatis card. I don't think it's as good as it was last year. That Lightning card last year was just insanely glitchy. Oh,
absolutely.
But this year it's still very good. Like, he does have some live quirks. He's got the maxed out power.
Yep.
It is good. I use him off the bench, and he's served me well. Every time it's a lefty, I just throw him out there, and he gets glitchy, man. His exit velos are always great, but he's not the same card as last year.
Great 8th inning guy.
Here we go. This is the big one for Scannon. Here you are, the X Factor card for me, coming up on the opportunity to change this game.
This man really just put in Christy Mathewson to make this game go another 3 fucking hours.
Oh my God. I don't know if it's just me, but I cannot stand any of the old time pitchers because of how long it takes for their windup.
With this move, it's almost like Day likes pain and he just wants to extend this pain even longer.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, all right, let's just stay here to Christmas Day.
Speaking of Christmas Day, you're not too far from it, are you? I believe it's Christmas Eve for you.
It's Christmas Eve for me here in Australia on the East Coast. It's 3 p.m. And yeah, I'm excited, man.
At this
Got a
point,
bunch of family members coming over.
Day's just trying to say Merry Christmas to you by extending this out a little bit.
He is. I mean, shit. If he keeps fucking using Christy Mathewson, I can probably get Graceful Swan to jump on a fucking flight and be here to open presents.
Yeah. At least he's out of the stretch here, though.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Does that stay fair?
That's going to hook. Yeah.
Oh! What?
Oh, he came back!
What the heck was that?
Oh, my God. Did he just freaking hit a fucking screwball out to left field?
Did he just hit a blitz ball? He had to have just hit a blitz ball.
Look at this thing curve back. It looks like a faded golf shot.
In true blitz ball fashion.
Draw and then fade.
Yep. Oh my God.
Holy shit.
I can't believe that. And in impeccable timing right now, we got our man Day listening to Linkin Park. In the End is the song, and tough to see.
My Lord. You know what? I'm going to make a bold statement right here. Really, really bold statement. And I hope that it pans out because it'll be great content. I'm calling a fucking mercy rule. I think Scan's going to put up 5.
Dude, he's got 3 outs to do it.
There's none out.
Uh-oh.
I take it back.
Yep.
I take it. Oh, no, he's doing it. He's doing it. Scan's going to fucking mercy him in the 8th right here.
You have to think if this was the plan all along, knowing Scan.
And exactly what Grace was talking about in the chat. When the game started, he's like, wow, bold strategy with Zunino at first base. Let's see how that pans out, being out of position. And it definitely, that's going to work.
Big double play.
That's huge. That is huge.
Oh, that works.
Big double play to get him out of it. The mercy's not quite in sight anymore, but he's still chasing.
No, that's
5?
evaporated. Those chances are fucking slim and none.
Yep. Maybe his approach was to, it did. Maybe his approach was to try and put Scan to sleep here in this last inning by putting Mathewson in.
Oh my God! Look at this guy, this train conductor wearing hat, 1920s shitballer. Get him off the mound, Day. You're killing us. It literally looks like every single time Christy Mathewson goes to throw a pitch, he's fucking on a tarmac as air control, just waving in guys with fucking flags, dude.
And there's the 3rd out. There's the 3rd out. Mathewson's day is done.
That's what it comes
down
to, ladies and
all right.
Let's see if Day can make it interesting.
I mean, Day did it last week against Ants, so there's always that opportunity. But we'll see if Scan takes out Kershaw. I think he might have to, right? Because he pinch hit. Yep, he did.
Oh, dude. Curveball slider right here, man. Good pitch speed differential right here.
Yep.
It's got good movement. This is going to be tough.
Not entirely surprising to see Scan to go to a fellow Yankee to try and close it out.
That's right. And with that 91 mile an hour slider with the speed differential, if he tunnels the curveball right, this could be a pretty quick 1-2-3 inning. And it is not a 1-2-3 inning.
Not
it's pissed on to left field.
Okay.
And it literally just knocked a blue jay out of that tree.
Yep.
We need to call Peter because he just killed a fucking family of birds.
Let's go.
Okay, it's a great start for him. He's now chasing 4? He's hyped up too.
Oh, and then he swings first pitch and shits the bed. Come on, Day.
Yeah.
Clean it up. Let's go, baby. Show us something.
It's a great first pitch to swing at, but fuck.
I missed that.
He missed it.
Don't get me wrong. I love my boy Scan, but we all know, dude, that he's had a leprechaun shit in his cereal this morning when he had breakfast, and he's got all the luck in the world. We need this. We need Day to make a little comeback here.
We will have to ask Scan if he did get a visit in the 7th inning from Grandma.
And there's that slider. We saw that. We saw that a lot of those guys used to. I think it was actually Graceful Swan used that slider and actually kind of utilized it almost like a fastball up out of the zone and just tunneled it off of curveballs. And it was very effective.
And here we are, down to the last out.
What a pitch.
Oh, God. What a pitch. That's a dot. Pitch. No chance I'm swinging at that. Scan hit him with the fucking... Yeah, I was gonna say Scan him with the...
high slider.
Yeah.
High slider out of the zone. I'm going to call it right here.
Oof. I was going to make the joke and say a fuck you fastball here to call it a day.
There's that high slider out of the zone.
There it is.
I knew that was going to be the finishing pitch, man.
Yep.
Man, damn, dude. GG to Scan.
GG.
They both competed well. Scan was definitely had the RNG momentum on his side that game. I feel for Day a little bit. He knows it. I think all the viewers at home know it.
Yep.
But, great competition, man. I'm interested to see what these scores are.
Interested to see the scores are, and interesting to get them both in the booth here. We'll go ahead and pull Scan in first as he was the one that kind of came away with it there. So give me one quick moment while we get that up and running. And we're pulling in Scan now. Let's see if he unmutes.
Damn it, dude.
And here we go.
Hello.
Scan, how are we today, my man?
Other than the frames just disappearing on my stream, fantastic after that game.
You definitely had. I was talking about it on the stream. You definitely had a little easy bake oven Wi-Fi situation going today, man. We know that you're on site over at your mother's basement tonight, so we know the internet's not exactly the same, man. But listen, what a hell of a performance! I just want to know, man. In that basement, do you have like a family of leprechauns living down there with you? Because I think there was 3 no PCI home runs that game, man. Dave's feeling the pain.
I was saying that to him too. I was like, I don't know how I'm hitting these out. I don't know what kind of luck of the draw I got, but I just didn't need to touch the ball. Apparently, I don't know what it is, but I will take those all day. I mean, I thought I had the wave with Cy Young, and that definitely was not the case.
Man, and talk about, Day got off to a 5. He shut you out for the first 2 innings and got out to a 5-run lead, man. You chipped away. That's what we were talking about. It looked like you were pressing a little bit at the start, but then you kind of got into your groove, couple lucky breaks, and then you got your confidence and then started to kind of run away with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. At first, I mean, it was deflating off the rip that Cy Young didn't even get a single out. And I had tested it. I was like, I'm pretty sure Cy Young will be the guy. He's got 3 solid pitches. I'm feeling good with this. And then hit, home run. And I was like, okay, we need to stop this here. And literally, I think things started to go my way the second he was out of that game. And then at that point, just coming back and then going bit by bit. And luckily, we just kept the bats going all game.
Yeah, man, it's unreal. Again, another high-scoring game. We saw 2 great displays today, man. It was absolute fireworks at Blitzball Stadium today, man. Ball was just flying. You could breathe on it, and the ball was going 460 plus feet. It was crazy.
It was. The ball was flying out there. And that's the thing. I kept on throwing those sliders away from Day because I didn't know if he was just entirely taking them or throwing them, but I was just trying to get him early and hopefully weak contact as much as possible because I saw that game you could I probably in real life could have hit it out. That's how short the walls are.
That's a little generous. No, I've seen you swing, Scan. I think you could have launched one as well. But listen, man, week 1, you had the bye week, week 1. Week 2, you jumped in. You managed to get away with a win, man. You'll take that. RNG aside, you just stayed sticking to your plan. You got rewarded, man. You executed over the long run. You came back, man. It's good to get in the win column, man, with your first outing. So, hell of a performance, dude. I'm excited to see what happens in week 3 after Christmas. Me and dudes, we appreciate you coming in here and spending the time and putting on a massive performance out there, dude. We hope you have a great Christmas, and we look forward to seeing you in the new year, man.
Hey, it was fun. It was fun. Actually, wait, I'm getting a phone call. I think it's from Ramon Russell. Let me go answer that. Let me hop out of the call. That was a fun time, man.
Absolutely, man. Well, listen, dude, thanks again for coming in here. We're going to pull Day in. We're probably going to be calculating the points as well shortly, so that's going to be interesting to see. But, man, again, thanks for being here, and we'll catch you up on the next week, man.
I'll see you guys later.
Thank you, Scan.
Thank you, buddy. Take care.
All right, now we're going to be bringing in Day.
Oh, man, salutations. Day, you there, my man?
Yeah, I'm here.
I feel the pain, man. I feel what.
So
Listen,
much pain.
that was tough to watch, man. Getting off to an early lead like that, you looked locked in. You were shutting him out. Like, dude, it looked like you were like. Correct me if I'm wrong. It almost felt like you tasted blood in the water like a shark, man. Once you had that 5-run lead and you threw those 2 goose eggs up, I think maybe you were like mercy territory and you pressed a little bit, like I've got to get it done now. Will you feel that a little bit?
A little bit. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just, I'm not gonna blame the game because Scan put up a.
I will.
It's just I feel defeated, boys.
I will too. We got your back.
I feel defeated, boys. I put up what I could, man, and it's a tough one. It's a tough pill to swallow. 2 losses in a row. I'm not used to it, so it's tough.
Yeah, I mean, listen, man, and those are the breaks. Those are the breaks that the game throws our way, man. And all you can do is just keep on going out there and execute, and hopefully the momentum shifts in week 3 and week 4, man. But you put on a hell of a display as well, man. It was really fun to watch. I know all the folks at home, the viewers, they were really enjoying that. Just great entertainment, dude. And I know that come week 3, it's going to be your time to shine, man. You'll end up getting this momentum, hopefully.
Yeah, I appreciate it, fellas.
Unreal, man. Well, listen, dude. Listen, we're going to bring up it's going to be interesting to see what the points are.
Yeah.
Again, have a good Christmas, man. Be safe over the holidays. Enjoy that. And we'll ring in the new year. We'll bounce back week 3, and we'll go through all the point system, man. But until then, dude, listen, God bless, Godspeed. Enjoy the holidays, man. Be safe.
Yo, I appreciate it. You guys take care as well, man.
You as well,
dude. Keep
Thanks.
killing it. Keep killing it on the broadcast. It's a lot of fun.
Appreciate it, buddy. We'll catch up with you, man.
All right.
See you, buddy.
All right, we're going to shift it back over. Tough break for our man. We're still waiting on those points, I believe, correct?
I believe so, yeah. We'll probably get a little message here from the boss man. I know they're calculating those in real time. We'll probably get a little text message knowing about that. We might be able to put them up on the screen. But, man... What a hell of a couple games that we witnessed today, man.
Absolutely. I think both of them went the way we expected, but I got to be honest, that game we just watched wasn't quite how I thought we would have gotten there.
Yeah. And that's the beauty about this game, man. There's like, for all of maybe the bugs or the things that we don't like, the game is definitely interesting. We are blessed to have the game, whether we are in that cycle where you get the no PCI home runs. But yeah, it's all about staying consistent and just going out there and compete and hope things fall your way. But man, what a broadcast it was today, man. We had the King of Juco roll in. Tell me that wasn't just amazing to be able to pick that man's brain. Super entertaining. Great insight to real baseball. Super. Again, we want to thank him. Very glad that he spent his time with us and over this festive season, man. And then obviously we had tons of entertainment with those 2 matchups.
Absolutely.
And of course, having you in the booth for your first week, man, with Scan performing.
Hey, you know what? I'm very appreciative for the opportunity to jump on here. I know we ran through some technical difficulties in the beginning. I appreciate everybody for bearing through that with me, but I had a ton of fun up here in the booth. It's an honor to be a part of this in any way. Hope to be back here again, even if it's on the back end or the sidelines here. But I just want a quick thank you to everybody and another incredible show overall.
Yeah, unreal, man. And again, yeah, and it's just growing pains for that first one. You did a hell of a job, man. But yeah, listen, we're gonna probably have the point system come up here shortly, guys.
We are ready. We're ready if you are.
Oh, we are ready?
Yep.
Can you see them?
I got you. Let me go ahead and switch it over here.
See if you can display them on the screen.
Yep, I got you. A bit of a surprise here, boys. Give me one quick sec as I transition over.
Read them out. This is on you, man. This is your time to shine right here, dudes.
I got you.
Let's hear it.
And here you could go. Despite the trials and errors back and forth, the end was our man Scan coming away with 510 points, and Day just behind by 477. So
wow.
In terms of points, very, very close ball game. I think overall, we talked about it early in the stream. Day was able to work a couple big walks, couple big hits, so he stayed in there points-wise. That's a big dub for him.
Yeah. I mean, listen, obviously Day's a competitor and he wants to come away with a win. All these guys do. But the fact that point system right there, that's yeah, he came away with some solid points, man. That's going to put him in a position where moving into week 3, he might be able to reassert himself in that, that top three or four players within this league and then get some momentum back. Man, that's unbelievable.
Unbelievable. It's still a good turnout, man.
Absolutely incredible, man. But listen, for all you guys at home, obviously we're going into Christmas. We're in the new year. We got week 3 coming up after that. We want to thank you guys for spending your time with us. All the support, all the messages, everybody on Twitter. The outpouring of support has just been absolutely phenomenal. Make sure you guys are being safe over the holidays. Really enjoy the time with your loved ones, man. I have a little hint of what's going to be going on in week 3, and you guys it's going to be something special. So make sure you guys are all tuned in for that. But yeah, just listen again. Thank you from us. We're going to conclude the broadcast here. I'm Major Mangoes. My boy is a dude. We're going to sign off, man. Wish you guys a happy Christmas, safe New Year, and we'll catch you up in week 3, man. God bless and Godspeed, guys.
Yep. Thank you, everybody. And shout out to Mangoes for killing it as always. Stay safe, everybody. Happy holidays.
Take it easy, guys.